it's a little dead meme. Fuck you, little bitch. You think you can fuck with me? What am I red? Fuck you, little bitch. Hey, look, I hope it's brown. Fuck you, little bitch.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Snark Tank Podcast. It's me, Chris Raygun, your host. And I'm joined once again by Sweeney and Derek. Hello, guys.
Hey, what's brackets, huh?
Well, I got news for you.
You're gay.
That means you're gay.
You're gay,
That
bitch.
means you're gay.
That clip, is it in Law & Order SVU
Yes.
that's from?
Yes.
Yes, SVU, because it's Ice-T.
The only good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it's the best one. Arguably because of Ice-T.
Black men just make shows better. I'm sorry. We just make shows better. We make media better.
I think everything's much more enjoyable when there's a little bit of flavor, a little bit of color in there.
Think of the best music ever made. Fucking soul music. Made by who? Negroids. Exactly.
This is already a fucking mess.
Exactly. You can say whatever you want, guys, but I
You
know
just
I'm fucking right.
You just said a fucking Jared Taylor word on our fucking podcast. I can't believe you.
I'm taking it back.
What the
You can't take that back.
I'm
It's
taking
such a
it back.
terrible. All right, you take it back.
What the hell?
Now listen.
We've got-
Now listen here. The Negroid skull has several divots upon it.
Oh my god!
That incentivizes they're more subservient than the other groups.
Stop! We got merch at teespring.com/stores/snark-tank.
We got fucking merch at snark-tank- I'll fucking break your jaw, nigga.
Don't fuck with the marketing, you
.com.
asshole.
They heard you already. It's fine.
No, fuck off. Oh my god, I hate you so much.
It's all love.
What? No, it's not love. There's no love here.
It's all love.
Yeah, sure. What? We've got a lot of shit that we could talk about. It seems like a lot of shit is happening at once. There's a lot of canceling shit going on. There's TikTok is on the fringe of being like banned.
Oh, yeah.
Praise
in
the
the
Lord.
U.S.
Praise the
We've got
Lord.
Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend and arguable accomplice.
She's
is in
still
jail
alive
now.
somehow, which is insane.
I heard somewhere that she had. Someone had said like, Ghislaine has coronavirus, which is like super convenient.
Oh God.
So we'll see how that goes.
I don't know. I haven't looked into that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. I heard that through the grapevine though. But it'd be wild if they were like, yeah, turns out coronavirus can blow your head right off your neck. It's pretty fucking wild. She had a very rare, acute, extreme case of coronavirus that led her
chokes
neck
you to
to
death.
explode.
That literally chokes you to asphyxiates you. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, this version of coronavirus that Ghislaine had actually not only shattered her skull, but somehow like completely just disposed of her remains. I've never seen anything like it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and the craziest thing is that it also infected the cameras. So the surveillance cameras were suffocated.
That bitch got COVID-21, bro. Fuck COVID-19. She has the fucking evolution of it.
Dude, I swear, man, if she dies in that fucking prison, man, I don't even know how to handle the rest of the world. Cause like that would be such an insane scenario, and I'm saying would be as if it's not going to happen. It totally is. Like she's a dead fucking woman. I feel like
She's
maybe
gone.
the only reason she's not dead yet is because like and again this is all like fucking happenstance and like hearsay because like who of any of us really knows anything about this person, but like I heard that like she might have like a dead woman switch or something, where
my
like
God.
if she dies like all these tapes of all these fucking people get out and like get posted to the fucking internet, which would be fucking
That would be nuts.
That'd be some
That would
Rorschach shit. That'd be
that would
dope.
be wild.
I saw something like that, and it actually disturbed me. And why it disturbed me is because of things like Jeffrey Epstein, where there's a lot of people that just absolutely hate conspiracy theories, but then they see shit like this is happening and it's unfolding before our eyes. And there was one that I still, there's a part of me, I would say 80% of me that's like, this is bullshit. Because it was about Tom Hanks. And I'm like, Tom Hanks is not a pedophile. Get out of here. But there was this guy that was like, I'm going to expose people. If I die, I'm shit's gonna come out, And then when he released that video, because he was like a background actor, somewhat of a actor, just somebody just in SAG. And when he killed himself by throwing himself off of one of those bridges on the freeway.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah,
he did it.
He killed himself like 3 days later after releasing that video saying, "I'm fine, I'm not gonna kill myself, like I'm totally good." And then he did, and then this one video was released of like just showing some weird type of like, I don't even know. I was like, maybe this is just from a movie. It was like these little kids wearing these almost like a slave Leia type thing, and like little pageant baby suit type of things, bathing suits. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. I don't care. My brain doesn't want to compute this shit. And then it was just diving into that stuff. And I'm like, I don't want any more of this. I don't want any more of this. But
that Wayfair shit too is. Have you looked into that at all?
I haven't looked into it because my brain shorts when it comes to like children being abused, man. Like I don't even.
My girlfriend brought it up yesterday, and we were all freaking out about it because it's so crazy. It sounds so insane.
Yeah, so what's the gist of it? Because I don't know what's up with that.
Before we get into it, I just want to say, conspiracy theories, I feel like have like a negative connotation, even though it's like, I mean,
it's by design. Dude. It's by design.
Come on, yeah, like let's be like, I don't think there's like chemicals in the water turning frogs gay, or that like, oh, chemtrails are controlling you, the way you think or whatever the fuck. But, like, just because that's insane doesn't mean that conspiracies aren't real. Like, there's obviously, like, plenty of conspiracies that actually do happen that are a little bit more based in reality. I think the Epstein shit is, like, obvious shit. But the Wayfair stuff is, like, wild. I don't know if this is real or not, obviously. But apparently, like, so, Wayfair is being essentially accused of trafficking kids through expensive furniture. So, like, basically, like, there's a bunch of, like, there's missing kids reports of people with, like, very specific names, like Annabelle spelt in a specific way, and, like, Jordy spelt in a very specific way. And then you find furniture on Wayfair named after these kids at, like, extremely high prices, like $13,000 for, like, a fucking cabinet or something. And the idea is, like, I guess that they're smuggling kids through expensive furniture, which is, like, insane. Like I think the most insane shit about it is that it doesn't even sound impossible now.
It's horrifying.
You know what I mean? It's not even look. Here's something that a lot of, and this is the problem, especially when it comes to talking about things with kids, is that your brain absolutely doesn't want to believe it because it's like the worst thing.
Yeah.
And there was I forgot which podcast I was listening to, because this is how much I kind of like suppressed it. Where they're like, oh, yeah, you can go to Thailand, because I don't remember what it was, but it was probably like a Joe Rogan thing. But I was like, you can go to Thailand, and for $600 American dollars, you can pay to hook up with kids.
Yeah.
Because obviously, to $600 to Thai people is a shitload of money. And so they sell their children for just hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, if that is going on regularly over there, like, why wouldn't some people figure out some weird, elaborate shit like Epstein?
Yeah, no, exactly. Dude, it's some crazy, in Thailand specifically, like, there are hotels that will, like, offer you those services.
Yeah,
like,
it's I've heard stories.
It's so upsetting. That is so upsetting.
It's insane.
It's some of the wildest shit, and, like, dude, man, I really hope that either Ghislaine stays alive and is able to, like, out, like, everybody, or that she does have, like, a dead woman switch, because I would love nothing more than seeing, like, all of these people just get completely reamed in the
all
public.
Those motherfuckers in the black book and stuff, like,
That shit would
it
be
all
wild.
comes out.
That shit would be,
oh my god,
that would send waves.
Can you imagine?
That would break
can you
the world.
imagine? Can you imagine Clinton and Trump implicated in this? Oh my god, it'd be. I would be so elated.
Could you imagine
You have no
everybody
idea.
but Bernie was involved? Like, everyone you could think of? Like, anyone, like, I kid you not, like, everyone that's ran for the last 12 years is involved in that shit. And Bernie's like, well, I guess I'll take it now. He just becomes president.
I don't understand. Why is everybody a fucking pedophile? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I'm just from fucking Brooklyn. Well, what is
it's
this?
literally the idea of, like, everything goes wrong, and it's like that one kid that goes and picks up Excalibur at the end. It's like, well, I guess this is me. I guess I'm doing this now.
It's like that fucking Flash cartoon, with the Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny or whatever.
What?
It's just like Mr. You don't remember that old fucking cartoon?
No, I don't.
I'm not sure if I saw that either.
Oh my god, that's like internet. That's classic internet shit. Where Mr. Rogers is the only one standing at the end, and he's
I remember
like,
that.
fucking covered in blood.
I remember that. Actually.
It's fucking
yes.
good shit. But like that, I don't know, man. All this shit is just depressing. But it's probably like the biggest thing that I saw happen, aside from like, you know, I don't know, Will Smith.
Oh my god, poor
Yeah,
Willie.
it's rewind time into sadness.
Jada's been getting jiggy with it. He's been getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, it ain't just the two of them anymore. You know, there's quite a few people that are involved in this shit.
I looked into this thing with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, and I don't fully understand what's happening still. So they were married, they were separated for a little bit, and then she got into a relationship with somebody during their separation.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
As some may do, as what is kind of verbally agreed with, with a separation being, enacted upon.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. This is why because it sounds as basic as it is. That is what basically happened, but with a little bit of nuance, is they were supposed to separate to find happiness by themselves. Emphasis on themselves.
Oh, and Jada was out there getting fucking tag team by people. I get it.
Yeah, and so, and look, we could say that, like, Will Smith, maybe he taxed some women too, maybe he was smashing some shit, but here's the deal. Jada got in an intimate relationship, like, which she called a quote-unquote entanglement, because she doesn't want to admit to herself that she was just, really betraying all the emotions that were involved, because there's one thing to smash, especially when you're separated, and you realize this ain't doing nothing for me, but just to get into like a full-blown relationship where it's like, I need somebody to love me, so I'm going to just get into something. And I think that's what hurt Will so much, where because obviously it would have came out if he was doing the same thing, like, oh yeah, me and fucking Harley Quinn,
he's Will Smith.
Yeah, like something would have came out that like we had a very intimate and long-ass relationship or something. And, she would have said that was hot, and then Will Smith would have been like,
that's hot.
Yeah.
Kingston.
What's up?
Did you just say Harley Quinn was Will Smith?
No, I didn't. Did I?
No,
I don't
no,
think
no,
I
no,
said
no.
that.
He said that, but he was saying, yeah, because he's Will Smith, meaning that something definitely would have came out because it's Will Smith.
Oh, you said Harley Quinn, and then I heard him say he's Will Smith. And then I fucking lost.
What the fuck? That fucking bent my brain so bad. Because I was like, did I say that? And I started trying to remember everything, and I couldn't remember 2 seconds ago.
I froze. My brain, like, halted. I feel like I saw the end of my life when you said that. Because I was like, am I wrong? Have I been...
Am I wrong?
Remember when I thought you were sprinting in your apartment? It was basically that. It was basically because, like,
it's like when
I misunderstood.
It's like when I think of Trebuchet's name. What's his name? Trebuchet? Tribbiani?
When you fucking say that, it knocks his name out of my sight. Like, I don't...
I have no clue what his name is, actually.
Trudeau. Justin Trudeau, stop doing that. Like, I say Trebuchet.
That's so fucked that you just bombard people with fake information until real information leaves them.
I'm special.
That is that's like a fucking Guantanamo tactic.
I'm not like other girls. Continue about talking about how Will Smith got his heart broken in front of millions of people.
Oh yeah. So like it's sad to see, because Will Smith is a national treasure. All the way from, I would say, Fresh Prince up to Independence Day, and just keep going. And then after a while, people kind of like, all right, we get it. You're still loved, but maybe you should stop making movies. And it's sad to see him so distraught, but trying to play it cool. Like, even there's like a 6-minute or so interview that was trending on YouTube, and seeing this guy like trying to like joke and laugh about it, but you can see the pain in his eyes. And there's this really infamous screenshot that's just been floating around. I even, it's my Twitter avatar right now, because he's just so broken, and everybody is making jokes, and it's like, it's funny, but it's also kind of sad. They're like, yeah, he needs to change his name to Smith because he's lost the will to live. And I was like, oh, I was like, poor guy. Damn. But it looks
okay.
It looks.
I have a hot take right now.
Yeah,
first and foremost, the biggest problem is that it's no one's business what they do, dude. They're a married couple, and if they're not making it public, no one should. I don't know why people care so much.
Jada put it on her show.
Who, Jada?
Yeah, this was them. Yeah, just call it. Wait, what'd you call it, Chris?
I don't know. He's a
Jada
fucking
Pinkett
idiot.
Smith.
He's a fucking idiot.
Jada?
He's stupid. But whatever. Let's move on from Chris being fucking brain
Fucking
dead.
Jadakiss?
Yeah, Jadakiss Pinkett Smith. Yeah.
Jadakiss Pinkett Smith. I mean, let's be real, okay? Let's be real. If I had the chance to fuck Jada Pinkett Smith, as much as I really look up to Will Smith, I'm fucking taking that chance. That's a bad bitch.
I'm not doing that.
Dude, I actually, I think I might have to decline because
Really?
I respect Will
Because of
Smith.
that much, you have that much respect for him? Damn.
I really, honestly, not even fucking around. I have just an immense amount of respect. Fresh Prince was such a fucking important show to me, and his acting skills were phenomenal. Even like the sad parts, it really did something to me.
That guy can act. Like he's a good actor. You know, he studied under Sidney Poitier, who was another fantastic African American actor. But
Yeah.
I saw Gemini Man, and fuck that movie. So I'd fuck Jada. I'd fuck Jada. I'd fuck her knees broken, man. I'd break that bitch in half. I don't give a shit.
I saw, After Earth, man. That's even worse. That was fucking.
After Earth was terrible.
I get it.
I'd fuck Jada and fight Jaden. Actually, I wouldn't fight Jaden. I'm pretty sure Jaden knows martial arts,
God,
so he'd
their
probably
names
beat
are
my
so
ass.
stupid.
He's a twig, but I'm pretty sure he knows how to fight.
He doesn't. There's no way he knows how to fight. He's rich. He doesn't know how to fight.
That doesn't mean anything, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Chris. So let me prove your stupid ass incorrect. Floyd Mayweather is stupidly rich, and guess what he does? He
rich
fights
because he fights. Are you fucking serious?
The same fucking thing. He still fucking fights. He's still rich.
Bro, are you saying that fucking Jaden Smith, who is famous for being the child of an actor,
You never
is
know.
on the same level as fucking Floyd Mayweather? You fucking imp.
He's not. I never said he was on the same level. I'm saying he can fight and he's rich. He's like you can't. You literally said he can't fight. He's rich. I named a person who can fight and is rich
because he's rich because he can fight, not because he's rich independently from it.
Hey man, you didn't say it had to be independent.
No,
you never put me stipulations. You never put those out there. I didn't know that was the case. I'm not gonna retract my statement.
I tried to assume that you were intelligent.
Hey man, you gotta make your your stipulations correct.
Oh my god, that was so fucking frustrating that you would make that argument. You gotta make stipulations correct. All I'm saying is that he might be able to fight, so you might think he's sweet, then you get your ass beat. That shit happens. I don't know if you've seen Jaden Smith.
I've seen him. He's a tiny boy. He is not a whole lot of person. But you never know, and I'm not gonna walk up into an ass.
No, I do know. I do know because that's the reason why we have weight classes for fighting. Because
weight classes mean a lot, but it's only very, 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 very relative when it comes to grappling.
He looks like an emaciated gray.
when there's a lot of grappling involved, I definitely agree with the weight class thing. But I've seen smaller people fuck up bigger people, really bad.
He looks like
I've seen fights in New York City that go so off the rails, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
but
a
those
little man
people
getting
are on
a guy in a
fucking
corner.
PCP. Those motherfuckers
It's
are
not
on
on
PCP.
PCP. It's just two people throwing hands, and one guy think, "Oh, I'm big, I'm about to get him," and the smaller guy's like, he's gonna step into his range, and he just banks his jaw, and then the fight goes downhill from there. And I'm like, well,
that
guy's
happen.
an idiot. That guy's a dumb person right there.
It is possible for Jaden to catch you square in the jaw because it doesn't take that much pressure to knock you out. But the odds of that happening, I feel like would be slim to none. However, it would be fucking hilarious.
Look at this. Look at this.
That dude was the Karate Kid, bro.
Look at this.
He was a Karate Kid.
Look at this. Look at the Discord right now. You're telling me you can't beat this Voldemort-looking child up?
I'm not saying I can or I can't, bro. Lots of fights are luck, bro. Lots of fights are luck, bro. All I'm saying is that I'm not a trained fighter, and I'm pretty sure he was a martial artist when he was younger. And I don't think you exactly lose all that.
A martial art. He did Karate Kid. He's not a martial artist.
I don't know how much he trains. I have no idea. I really I follow fighting enough to where I would bet my money on you, Sweeney. Even though I know you don't have fucking experience other than just maybe scraps in the street or whatever the fuck you did. But I just cannot picture that thing.
I can't
coming close to beating you.
I can't picture. I can't
that
picture.
thing.
I can't picture anybody. He looks like he could. He looks like he would die in a paper airplane crash.
Oh my god, that is some shit that I've heard when I was younger. Just the meanest shit ever. Like you couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag. Like that shit is so fucking disrespectful. Yo, the water did 85% of the work, and you can't get out of that
still
bag.
Can't get out.
What the fuck is your damage, bro? Get killed. Get bent.
Yo, what are the odds? What if Jaden was like, I need a new comedy podcast to listen to.
And he listens. That'd be so fucked up. Look, Jaden, I respect you, all right, dude. You had a pretty bad movie with your dad. You know, Real is Real. You had some albums that were not the best received. I like them. You know, I'm not.
I like that one song when he's like dancing in front of that car. What was that?
Icon.
You know that one? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. I like that.
I like Sear. I thought the album was pretty cool.
All right, I guess.
I thought the Calabasas freestyle was actually a good song. But all I'm saying is that I don't hate you, bro. I actually look up to your dad and you. I would fuck your mom, though. I would fuck your mom. So
this doesn't help.
Take that how you want.
This is not. Listen.
I'm being a buck. I'm being a buck right now. Look, I'm not trying to
180.
lie to him. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm being very serious. Apparently, your friends can fuck your mom. So if you ever want to hit me up and call me over,
oh shit!
I'm
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? We like the next thing that they tweet after they canceled Shane Dawson is just like, this Snark Tank podcast is very abusive,
Dude.
That would make us more popular. That would make us a lot more popular.
It would, but also like that's a lot. That's a lot of fucking.
We're gonna get a lot of hate.
It's a lot of hate to deal with. It's a lot.
of hate.
Our fucking mentions would be really annoying.
Look,
for a while.
I don't know anything about you, Jaden. Okay, I don't know anything about you. You're a celebrity. You're rich. Therefore, I feel totally fine making fun of you. You're probably laughing it up in your fucking mansion with your fucking '89 Bugatti Veyrons. You can handle it. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Hey man, if you ever want to invite me over for real,
Stop. Enough with
hit me
this.
up. Hit me up,
for
dead
real.
ass.
He's
Dead
he's
ass.
definitely gonna fucking introduce you to his mom, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Sweeney, this is Jada. What do you think of her?
I couldn't because I have a girlfriend, so I'd be like, oh man, I really want to, but I can't.
Wow,
But
so
thank
you
for giving me
ruined
that.
so you ruined your life for no reason because now you're gonna get sued by Jada Pinkett Smith's lawyers
Why am I gonna get sued?
because they're rich and they can.
Yeah.
You can't. I know my rights. They can't sue me for nothing.
They're gonna me too you, bro. Like that's all they need. Just
Me
say,
too
hey,
me for what? So for what did I?
Kingston,
what did I?
Kingston,
What did I do too?
Kingston, a rich white man was killed in a maximum security prison. You have no rights.
Chris, I understand that, but that rich white man had information that was gonna change the fucking game. The game was gonna be literally. Hey, look, we're playing right now. We're playing Scrabble. Epstein's information would have turned this game into fucking trouble. We would have been playing Trouble of fucking Sorry by the time he would have been done. The world would have been entirely different. It would have went from
Trouble?
fucking Scrabble to Risk in a heartbeat. You're like, what is this?
That's a far better. That's a far better
would,
jump.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Scrabble to
Nobody
Risk.
knows how to fucking play Risk. This shit's stupid.
I've never played. Actually, we used to play Risk a lot. Actually,
Yeah, let's play Risk and Monopoly. I hate playing those games with our friends because they're just fucking idiots.
I remember in high school, me and some friends of mine would go up to this friend of mine's attic. He had this weird fucking attic room, and we would just play Risk for like. There was one game that lasted, I think, like 17 hours. It was insane, stupid.
Oh my god. Is it that exhilarating?
It's
Risk?
not necessarily exhilarating,
No.
but it's there's something satisfying about taking control of land. That you're just like
For you it is your fucking Caucasian skin. That's why.
I was playing this.
for you,
with, I was
it's
playing, what are you talking
fantastic.
about? I was playing this with Jalen and other people who weren't white.
I mean, but you felt exhilarated. They were just playing the game to play the game. You were like, hell yeah.
No, they were fucking
This feels
trying.
right.
They were trying to take my shit.
Give me your land.
Have you
Give me your
never?
land,
Wait a
Jaden.
minute. Wait a minute. Have you never played Risk?
I played Risk, but I don't really care about it. I don't really like board
the whole
games,
point is to
honestly.
take land. That's literally the whole point of Risk.
I know.
Yeah, that's why you specifically played with fucking dark skinned people, right?
You fucking damn, bro. You suck.
I would always, you know what's funny? I would always take America and leave the rest of the world to fight over themselves.
That's the best thing to do.
Yeah,
we'll be fine. America will be fine.
They can't touch me. I have an ocean, but in between me and you and your stupid fucking colonies or whatever the fuck you got. Fuck off.
Just take all of North America and you're fine, bro.
That's what I do.
We should do that, honestly. We should just take all of North America. Fuck it. Make it one unison.
I'm down.
Canada?
We should did that a long time ago.
Canada and Mexico.
And Mexico. We should have did that a long time ago, man.
You know how much produce Mexico makes, bro? It's insane. Like a comedic amount. Like insane amounts. Did
you know there used to be a conspiracy theory about that? About it was going to just become like one country and where we just kind of have one currency and shit? Because a lot of conspiracy theories, I might have mentioned this before, there's a lot of conspiracy theorists that are, they absolutely are afraid of losing their sovereignty. Because you know how Americans are. They're so proud and shit. So that like keeps coming up. Like, no, they're going to mush us all together and then we're going to have no identity. And then they're going to control us and then one world government.
That's not how that works.
Of course it's not how it works. It doesn't fucking work that way at all.
People that think like that have no sense of self. They're defined by their fucking country, which is stupid as shit.
Yes.
Because 85% of us come from lineages that aren't from here. No, I would say 98% of us come from people that just are just straight up not from here.
No, I don't want to hear that, boy.
Even the people that are from here are not from here, bro.
Nah, boy, I don't want to hear that, boy.
Fucking
I'm American, boy.
I fucking hate fucking stupid ass patriot idiots. It shit makes me so fucking mad, man.
Heritage, not hate, brother. What you talking about, boy?
Heritage. I hate that argument, bro. I've almost thrown hands at people for that. Like, I wear this flag. We fly this flag because our great grandpappy was a part of the Confederate Army. All right, and I feel like I should have the right. It's like, bro.
Well, you do have the right.
Nah, you have the right. Y'all niggas lost. Y'all don't got the rights to shit. Put that shit up. Y'all lost. You guys fucking lost. You guys had more land than y'all lost still. You had more land, more soldiers than you guys fucking lost. Suck a dick.
I find it, the thing is, it's like, if you see a Confederate flag, then you know, like, oh, those are the fucking crazy people. Now we just don't know who the crazy people are because we can't have the fucking flag around. It's like, come on.
That's a good point.
Just leave the fucking, it's not a big deal. Let them, like, pretend like they won.
I don't know.
It's a little psychotic. What?
The Confederacy is the epitome of the worst, some of the worst this country's ever been.
I agree.
So for me, seeing that flag is spitting in the face of all the work that so many people have done to make the life of me better, which it still is not perfect.
No, I agree.
Seeing that flag makes me sick.
I agree,
So,
but the thing is, it's out there in the open, and now you know those people.
Now we know.
And
it's a signal. It's like if somebody had "I'm a murderer" tattooed on their fucking forehead, you'd be like, "Hey, watch out! That guy has a tattoo that he's a murderer."
Yeah,
it's like Joker. He has damage on his forehead. Yeah. It's like that guy's dangerous. You shouldn't fuck with him.
I think that's valid information, dude. Like
I mean, it's useful, but like I just don't want to see that.
I get it.
It's like if I had a tattoo that says I'm gonna randomly drop the N-word in a conversation just to see how you feel. Like, I don't think anybody really wants that.
That's literally a trigger warning.
That's a pretty nice tattoo.
Sign.
I'd love to see that though. If one of you fucking snarkoleptics wanna
guys, don't get that. Don't listen
Dude,
to Derek.
I saw somebody get a tattoo of me the other day, and
you're shitting me.
I'm not even kidding. It was like it was artwork. It was like the Scott Pilgrim artwork of me with the guitar.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not even joking. And I was like, oh shit, Jesus Christ! I better not get canceled,
bro.
It's gonna be really awkward for that guy.
That's insane, bro. That's insane.
I was weirded out when somebody got my face on their pillow. I can't imagine having a tattoo.
Look,
that's
guys.
fucking wild.
I'm permanently etched on this person's arm.
That's wild.
I'm gonna be real, all right? I'm gonna be real 100% with you guys. I don't want anyone getting me anywhere. I don't want any sort of memorabilia of me anywhere. I'm barely okay with the 3 Sweet Moon shirt. Like, I don't want... Because what happens is, if that person did something fucked and they had that shirt, my face is now associated with the person that did X, Y, or Z.
What?
And
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
It's not how it's supposed to work. But it is kind of how it works.
You might be investigated.
That's how that works. Chris, that's how that works.
That's actually insane. That has never happened.
Chris,
Chris.
If some guy commits a mass shooting with a 3 Sween Moon shirt on, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy? This guy wore this shirt to this event.
Dude, it happened to PewDiePie, didn't it?
No.
That guy said subscribe to PewDiePie and then he killed people?
Yeah, because he said him. He mentioned him directly before he fucking...
Chris, but if someone is wearing your face, dude.
No, dude. I really don't think that would happen.
What? Dude. So,
Chris,
okay.
I'm sure it would happen. Guess how investigations work.
So if somebody walks into a preschool, right, and they say, I'm Tom Sweeney and I hate the gays, and then explode a bomb, you don't think that they would investigate? Who the hell is Tom Sweeney?
I think that's different because that is directly linking the action to the phrase, to the thing that is being investigated.
But someone wearing the article of clothing. Chris, are you saying articles of clothing don't matter in investigations for people who do criminal acts? That's insane.
I'm not. If you what? Listen, if you had a shooter wearing a fucking Adidas hoodie, they're not going to be like, oh, I wonder what the fuck Adidas is doing.
Chris, Adidas isn't a fucking person. It isn't a person, Chris.
Bro, do you know how many people have shirts with people on them? Are you fucking joking?
Chris, are you saying that if someone committed a criminal act with a picture of this random YouTuber's face on it, that would not raise any eyebrows or result in any kind of investigation at all?
I feel like they would be like,
particularly
into
looking into their content. Just looking into their content to see what kind of content they have. Because when you have news, they look for any fucking reason to blow anything out of proportion anyway, to get views. So they're definitely going to use that person.
I'm not saying
absolutely
they wouldn't. I'm saying there's no example of this ever happening. Ever. It doesn't happen, dude.
Okay, dude. I'm very much so positive it will happen.
I'm so confident that there's so many mass shooters. I am confident, fucking beyond confident, that at least one of them has a fucking shirt on them at the time with someone's imagery on it, and I'm sure for a fact that person on the shirt was not fucking investigated. Because that just doesn't make sense.
I don't know if they investigated much as their content will be investigated. Like what they do and who the fuck they are might be looked into.
No.
Because most of the time that people that do stuff like that, they're dressed in dark clothing so they don't get seen when they do it. They're usually dressed in things that are gonna help them be concealed, which is smart. Good on them for what they're wearing, not what they did.
What, they're not wearing anything
under it? Clarify.
All right, hey guys, shut up for 2 seconds, Chris. I need to tell you something that happened. I don't know if you remember the Dayton, Ohio shooter that happened, and then there was one in Texas, but there was
which
some
one?
Shootings that happened. So this was the Dayton one, the Ohio one.
Which Dayton one?
Which? There's more than one.
Well, the one that happened last year. There was 2 high profile shootings last year.
Right.
One of them was in Dayton.
Place?
No, but one of them was in Dayton. All right, so this is my whole point. I don't know if the ban was investigated, but the media made a huge stink of it because the shooter was wearing an Acacia Strain shirt, and they're a metal band. Mm-hmm. And so it was very fucking awkward, and they had to even release a statement about what the fuck, because they're a metal band and they sing about some interesting shit but there's nothing that says I go shoot people because that's cool, but some of their lyrics are pretty interesting.
Chris,
the news,
I'm just saying,
metal is. The news has always had a fucking weird hard on for metal shit.
It's metal. It's metal.
Yeah.
It's rap music, and it's what's another one?
It's metal, rap, and video games. Those are the things.
Yeah. Those that's so
we
true.
Always fuck with. But the thing is that I've said some fucking choice shit before, dude. I've said some shit that's yo, you gotta calm down, brother. You gotta you got too much chip on your dip,
You've said shit today. that is arguably too much.
I don't know about that. I've been kind of rated G today. I don't know.
You said you would fuck Jaden's mom and break her knees.
I'd fuck her to her knees break. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I said that. Okay, I gotta slow it down. I'm gonna calm down, guys. Sorry about that. Oh shit, I forgot where I was. I forgot who I am. I forgot who I am really. And I was like, I'm chilling out right now.
You break her knees. That's so fucking extreme, bro.
You never had some knee pain after a real good rousing. Never had some.
By
knee
the
pain?
way, if I see him angry today, it's because they revealed Splinter Cell today, and it was a fucking mobile game.
That makes sense.
That's a fucking real thing
that makes
they're
sense.
doing on purpose.
So you also, and it's also because you haven't eaten yet, right? You're all fucking just.
I had
you're
a little
just
bit. I
pissing.
had like a handful of fucking Honey Nut Cheerios,
Oh, nice.
which are not.
That's what a growing boy needs: a handful of cereal.
Yeah.
Look, has none of you guys ever been in a situation where you had a nice thrashing, a nice
Are you still on this?
a nice bit of coitus, and then the person that was in a doggy position, whoever it may be, I'm not one to judge, just had really really bad knee pain.
Yes, I mean that's what they call it, rug burn.
Did you just call it fucking coitus?
I think that's what it's called, right? Isn't that one of the
Wait,
phrases?
you said that? You actually said that word?
Isn't that one of the synonyms?
No, it's yes, but only fucking psychopath killers use that fucking term.
Derek, why are you trying to push this narrative that I'm a fucking killer?
I'm
like,
not
what is
pushing
up
it.
with
You just fucking said that word
No,
that only crazy motherfuckers. Dude.
What I said was this phrase, right? And then you linked it back to psychopath killer. You're the one that put that energy out there.
Those are the only type of people that say shit like that.
I feel like you're generalizing, bro. I feel like a lot of scientists say
I'm
it. So
generalizing by fucking just.
So you're calling every scientist psychopath killer, Derek? Fucking cancel him. He's racist. Get Derek out of here.
Because everybody just says fucking
Racist against scientists.
Get out of here. Get this guy out of here. This guy's a maniac.
Stop deflecting, bitch. Stop deflecting.
I'm
You're
not
fucking
deflecting shit, bro.
You're
I'm not
so
deflecting
fucking
shit, bro.
deflecting, man. All
I'm
you
not
want to do
deflecting shit.
all you want to do is fuck, break knees, and fucking kill people and set people on fire.
I'm not deflecting shit. I'm wearing all black. I'm absorbing, all right? You're out of your fucking mind, all right, bro? He's out of his pocket, guys.
Look. All I'm saying is that is a very Big Bang Theory thing to say.
Oh, don't ever associate me with those fucking... Oh, I almost said the N-word. I almost dropped the hard R.
Well, you
because I
said-
felt extreme hate.
You said the word. You said the Big Bang Theory word.
Coitus.
I hope everybody on the Big Bang Theory ends up in a Big Bang in Iraq. How about that?
All right, moving on. What do we got? What do we got on the docket today?
Get some fucking questions going. I'm toasty.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's a bit early to start questions, but I guess we'll just do it.
What else we got to talk about? You guys want to talk about something else? Okay, let's talk about
I don't really have
let's
anything
talk
else.
about-
I can't think of anything.
I don't know. Has anything happened? Wait, let me go on the Twitter real quick. Let me go to the Explore page and see some bullshit I can find real fast.
There's a lot of things that have happened that I'm working on a video on, so I don't want to go over it again. But
That
I
makes sense.
know.
News. Oh, the whole TikTok thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about that in a video, but it's
All right.
basically TikTok is under threat of being banned right now by the U.S. government
Thank God.
because it's a Chinese app and it handles American data, and that is viewed as a national security risk. And I feel like that's ridiculous, but at the same time, it's like I feel like maybe the United States would know, because I'm sure that we have American apps that collect data on like other countries and their citizens and their info, and we know that our collection of their data is a national security risk to them. So they probably, it's kind of like this weird like coy admittance of where they're like, oh yeah,
Like, look, I'm not saying I plant bombs places, but if I was gonna plant a bomb somewhere, that would be where I would put it.
Look,
Just saying.
all I'm saying is we have a lot of apps like this, and they're not allowed to have one, which is like a weird thing to say.
Hey, do as we say, not as we do, man. Come on.
Oh,
You know how it
apparently,
goes.
I heard word that they're apparently trying to open up Disneyland again.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
yeah.
are you
Yeah,
serious?
Yeah, I heard some shit's already like kind of opening up or something.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me. I was hearing about that just a couple of days. So, let's see, Disney World reopening gets mixed first reaction. Oh, no shit. I fucking had no idea it would have mixed reactions. So it's obviously Florida, so that makes sense, because that is the epicenter of the world for just the worst shit imaginable.
I heard it was the epicenter. People thought it was epicenter for COVID-19, apparently, too.
I imagine so. I mean, because nothing shut down in Florida, pretty much.
No, the epicenter. That means that's where it started, bro.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, well.
It doesn't make sense, but, like, could you imagine it came from Florida? And it avoided affecting Americans for so long, and then it just some guy just...
I love that it's the immediate assumption, like when something bad happens, it's either China or Florida. Like that's such a great societal default that we have that I don't necessarily mind. I don't know, man.
Wild. This is wild.
The fact that they just, I saw the videos actually. Now that I think about it, I think I repressed it because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Just a bunch of people at Disneyland with masks on, but they were like fucking shoulder to shoulder. And their tongues were in each other's ears and shit. And it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I just saw a video of I don't know what city it was in, but my boy Tariq Nasheed, he tweeted it out.
My boy.
And there's just a bunch of niggas just partying hard, and there was like one security like cop or something with a mask on and nobody else, and there was hundreds of people just throwing money, and it was popping, but I was like, oh my god, this is why we can't have nice things, man. This is why we can't get the world to go back to normal, because we won't just chill out for a little while.
The thing about me is this. Okay, look, about the whole mask wearing thing, about the whole just being safe thing. Why does anyone believe that they have the right to just endanger other people's lives? If it's just what's going to happen, it's going to happen. And if you can't agree with it, then don't fucking go. Like, people that go into fucking, like I don't like the phrase Karen, because I just don't like using that shit. I think it's dumb. But, like, all these people that go into fucking supermarkets, and supermarket people are like, I'm sorry, we cannot allow you in here without a mask. And they argue. This is the fucking rule of the place. If there's a fucking dress code somewhere, and you don't come in the right dress code, you can't get in there. That's just how that works, you know?
It's just people
you shouldn't argue that.
It's just people opposing new things as opposed to, like, because, like, no shirt, no shoes, no service is a pretty fucking old school fucking saying. Like, that's like an old ass thing. You can't, there's some places that won't serve you if you're not wearing a shirt. If you're not wearing shoes, they won't serve you. If you're not wearing a mask, I would argue that that's like a more reasonable reason not to serve you. And it falls under the same category of like, hey, this is an article of clothing that like you should probably be wearing if you're allowed in this establishment. And a private business has the authority to fucking do that. Just because the country is free doesn't mean that you have like, that everybody has to just accept everything that you're fucking doing. If I was like running into like a McDonald's with a gun, you know, like they don't have an obligation to fucking. They don't have the obligation to treat me like a normal person. They have the obligation to probably be like, I'm going to probably call the police. Probably.
It's so weird, dude. And like the whole people that argue about wearing masks is like, yo, you fucking idiots. Like, it's just.
I went on a little mini rant in one of my latest videos about the wearing mask thing, and there was like a uptick of dislikes, and which is really upsetting that people that follow me that are like that. I'm like, God damn it! Like how is this first of all, like I made the argument that I was just okay. I've always loved ninjas as I was a little kid. I actually like this shit. I was like, I look like a fucking ninja, and they're the most badass like warriors ever. And so you can't be pussy, or it's not a bitch thing to do. Number two, like they're not fucking. Like, I saw a TikTok of this fucking girl that has like all these lung issues, and she has something that like checks her oxygen levels because that's how serious it is. And then she checked her oxygen levels with her mask on, and it was still 99% oxygen. Like, it doesn't hinder your fucking breathing that much, you assholes. Like, I can wear it, you pussies can wear it too. And just kind of just showing how people are being so pathetic. And like, it's a little uncomfortable, but you're not wearing it all day like a lot of the workers are. You're walking into a store, getting some shit, and then you're leaving. Yeah. Then you can go in your stupid ass car and then take the fucking mask off.
I pretty much just put mine on whenever I'm gonna go into like a public place, or like whenever I'm going into like a business or anything.
Yeah, it's
for me. I put on whenever I leave my house because I don't know who I'm gonna run into. I don't know if I'm gonna run into somebody in a tight quarter of the place when I'm walking down the stairs or when I'm going into an elevator. So I wear it just to be sure. But the thing is that people argue that, anything you can wear from anything that you can use a mask for, you can put in your eyes, you can get it too. It's like, well, first and foremost, you people have small minds because masks cover both your nose and your mouth, which are things you inhale and exhale from. So the probability of getting something in your eyes is just significantly less because your eyes don't intake oxygen like that.
The whole point is
that's not the mechanism for them.
The whole point isn't that it like. The whole point isn't that it like it's a 100% failsafe. The whole point of it is that it mitigates it drastically, and it's really just more about spreading than anything else.
It's for other fucking people, so you don't like. You may have it. You may be asymptomatic and have it, and it's about you having the mask on, so it drastically reduces the chance of you spreading it to someone else. And that's the fucking thing that pisses me off the most is that it's for other people. It's so you be fucking selfless. And you realize how selfish people are.
Yeah, and it's just it's the stupidest members of every party too. It's like the it's like just these really entitled psychopaths who are just like out there being like, oh, it doesn't do anything. And it's like, are you fucking... I got into an argument on Facebook a couple of weeks ago with this dude who was like, he messaged me on Facebook. This dude, I've never fucking met this guy. Just messages me on Facebook because I posted something about like, hey, you should be fucking wearing masks. Don't be a fucking idiot. And it was like a public thing on my Facebook. And he was like, it doesn't fucking do anything. And I was arguing with him in like DMs on Facebook, and I was like, look, whatever, all right, fine. He died like yesterday, and I found that out.
Oh my god.
No way.
He's dead. He's a fucking dead man. And it's like, look, man, I tried. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my
I would
God.
like and
Look,
like
Chris,
and look,
look,
part
Chris,
of, listen, hold on a
that's
second.
fuck-
Hold on a second. Part of me feels really bad about it because, you know, he was just stupid. It's not his
Yeah.
fault that he's stupid, technically. You know, that's education. That's a whole bunch of other shit that, like, he was just, like, manipulated and fucking brainwashed into thinking that it was totally fucking fine, and then, bam, he's dead. But at the same time, it's just like, dude, I fucking can't waste my sympathy for this. I just can't. There's a limited amount that I have, and I save it for things that are worth it, and I fucking can't. I can't. If you're out there if you're out there and you know what people's concerns are, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, like this could spread things to people who might be immunocompromised. This is like a good way of mitigating risk, and you just choose to ignore it. Then honestly, fuck off. Honestly, for real, I don't care what the fuck happens to you. I'm totally fine with you gone.
Well, yeah, it's like, do you have any sympathy for the people that are on live leak and shit? Like,
No.
That's because they're putting themselves in really stupid situations and getting themselves killed. Like, I feel it's the same thing. Like, they're stupid. They're not even ignorant. They're stupid because, you know, ignorance is like, oh, you don't know. People told you and you're ignoring it. Like, people told you, hey, this helps. There's fucking videos circulating around of just like, hey, here's me coughing without a mask on, and here's me coughing with the mask on with like infrared, or a scientist coughing into a petri dish and then showing you the differences and like the shit growing on it with and without a mask. They're showing you examples of like, hey, when you cover yourself, that's why they say cover your fucking mouth when you cough or when you sneeze. There's a reason behind it, and people are just like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. I don't care. And I'm like, and people like say, the only time I get sick is when I'm at the gym. And you know there's sick pieces of shit working out there, and then they spread it.
Yeah.
And that's like, I'm like, dude, you're sick. Go the fuck home. You're going to get everybody else sick, but they don't give a fuck. And it's the same thing. And that's why, like,
People don't give a fuck. So, like,
They don't. And that's what sucks. I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck that you don't care about your life, dude. But, like, it's about other people. Like, what the fuck's the matter with you?
That's what I'm really all this about. Like, just don't think of it like this. If you don't give a fuck, then don't give a fuck by yourself. In your house, but don't go around other people fucking coughing and bringing other people and potentially taking other people's lives.
Yeah, like
because you
people
may not care about yourself, but like, dude, just try to be a better human for other people.
Like the people going to COVID parties and shit like that. It's just like,
That's just wild.
That is just so wild. And I guess it's just like an American thing because like we're very like first of all no, I wouldn't even say that. I think we have like a very First of all, our education is fucking garbage. So yeah. that's obviously like a factor in this, and anybody who understands anything about the world could very clearly see that. But we also just have this kind of legacy and this very, very strong history of like not listening to the government, and it's generally a pretty good instinct to have. You know, generally speaking, like the reason that we even have like, you know, the Second Amendment in the first place, and why we haven't been like probably overthrown by like some kind of corrupt leader is probably like that's like a good instinct to have, except in situations like this where it's like, oh, the government's like, hey, you know, like there's a lot of things going on right now. A mask probably would help. Like I know like a lot of people are like, oh, early on they were telling people not to wear masks, so like what the fuck is that? And it's like, well, that was because everybody was hoarding them initially.
Well, also, that because they wanted them for the workers. And also, and here's a big also, people are allowed to be fucking wrong. I mean, that upsets me. All the way down to the lowest level, even if you're a fucking YouTuber, you can say something and you have the wrong information, and somebody will make this huge, long fucking video like, what a piece of shit, I can't believe it. And it's like, oh yeah, I made a mistake. happens. You know, it's not a hill that I would die on or something. It's just you made a mistake. These motherfuckers they said don't do it for a specific reason. They're like, oh, wasn't the best advice, and please follow these guidelines. You're like, oh, I can't trust them anymore. They're giving us two conflicting things. I'm like, no, they're not. They just told you what happened, and now they're telling you to do this. And it's upsetting, man.
Yeah.
It really is upsetting because it's not supposed to be partisan. Just like you said, it's the defiance of the government. I get it, but it's just government telling you, hey, this is what you should be doing. Please do this.
But they only defy the government when it's like new things that the government does. Like, it's like if the government tells you that you can't. The government tells you that like you can't be naked outside, but you put clothes on. It might be something that you would do regardless, but it's also something that the government is telling you to do. You know. So it's just because the government is telling you to do something or suggesting that you do something doesn't necessarily mean it's like inherently nefarious. I don't like the fucking government either. I fucking hate bureaucrats and bureaucracy and all this shit. If I have to see another piece of paperwork again, I'm running into the mountains. I fucking hate it. But the way that I see it is it's like a really simple fucking mathematic equation. If I'm wrong and I'm wearing a mask for no reason, then I look kind of silly for a decent amount of time. I look kind of silly. If the other people are wrong, then they're fucking killing people.
They're endangering
and
lives.
it's like,
it's
like, dude, I would rather look silly than kill people. I think that's such a basic. I don't know. I question very like immensely anybody who just doesn't see it that way and sees it as like my personal rights are being infringed because people suggest. It's like,
my rights,
dude,
brother. The South will rise again.
My right to die alone in a fucking apartment building because I can't get into the fucking hospital because I went to 16 COVID parties.
My right to fucking get my grandparents fucking infected and die, you piece of shit. Fucking think about your lives, you fucking jackasses. Let's move on. We out of here.
Yeah, we're out.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Yeah. I will say, let me at least be just a little bit positive before we leave. I went hiking the other day, and there was only one person not wearing a mask, and that actually made me happy because everybody else, even though it's hot as shit and there was like everything was widespread, people were still fucking wearing masks. I was like, that's cool, man. Like these people actually give a fuck, which is weird because it's LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the home of people not giving a fuck about anybody else. People actually give a fuck.
Yeah, it was weird. It was nice to see that. It was nice to see that.
I'm actually amazed that New York managed to turn things around. It's actually fucking
weird.
wild.
I thought New York was gonna sink. I thought it was done.
Yeah, honestly,
New York's gonna sink. Right? Like it may take a break, but it's gonna come back. It's New York.
New York is unsinkable.
There's gonna be one fucking block party where everybody's gonna fucking go to and it's gonna spike back the fuck up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's fucking New York doesn't learn their lesson, bro. That's just the lessons of being in New York. You gotta have fun. That's it. Do your thing.
Yeah, defeating COVID fucking party in Times Square, and then everyone gets COVID again.
Well, when you live in New York, you kind of live under the constant assumption that you're probably gonna get nuked at some point. You know, because it's like,
oh yeah,
New York is.
That, but okay.
I mean, what do you mean? After 9/11, you didn't think that New York was like a prime target for war? Like you didn't think that at all?
That again. Actually, I was like, this happened. Like, oh, that really sucks. I hope it doesn't happen again. I never really thought about it again.
It's definitely New York is where the money is. It's essentially the capital of the country. Like that city is like very, very important, and it's like the first target on anything. So like when I was like just living in New York, I was just like, yeah, you know, this could all be over in like 10 seconds, but like whatever.
That's why I didn't live in Manhattan. They would destroy Manhattan first. That's why I never lived in Manhattan.
Definitely.
That's why I'm happy I lived in the Bronx, which is pretty much right next to Manhattan, but it's not Manhattan exactly. And it's not. And I lived in the West Bronx, so it wasn't right next. No, it was right next to Harlem, which is near Manhattan. So it was close.
Kingston,
it was close,
you're not surviving any attack on Manhattan if you live in the Bronx.
Oh no, I'm absolutely not. Everyone in New York's gonna get it, but I'm not right there. I'm not right smack dab in the middle. I can see the cloud coming my way instead of it just appearing in my house.
No, guys, you can't see the cloud coming. It's an explosion.
Hey man,
guys, I don't think the next attack. I don't think the next attack is gonna be man-made. I think because of COVID, everything that's happening, I think the rats are gonna rise up.
Oh, can you imagine?
And I think the Rat King is gonna finally resurface and be like, this is my time because
is this fucking the Nutcracker? You fucking idiot! The Rat King.
No,
the Rat King's gonna rise.
This is real. Like, there's the fucking, you guys live there. You know how many rats are there, and they fucking multiplied by the millions now because nobody was killing them out in the streets and shit. And all the fucking, I don't know. I just know that it's coming soon. Mark my fucking words. All right.
Could you imagine New York gets fucking overthrown by fucking rats?
It's that fucking mole man dude from like The Incredibles.
The Underminer?
The Underminer, yeah. That's such a great name.
I'll be like, well, shit, we lost.
All right,
I
well,
lost
now
my
that,
family and my home.
now that we've gone through like probably the most confusing gamut of emotions in the first half of the show, we've got some questions from our wonderful supporters over at patreon.com/thesnarktank. Feel free to support us if we haven't patronized you today.
Yeah, sorry about that. If I made fun of you, I'm sorry, Jaden. If you want to give us a bunch of money, you can give us money. I won't fuck your mom. I'm just kidding. Mostly.
And look, if you're one of those people, and if you're one of those people who have like who are like, I don't want to wear a mask. Listen, I just care about you. I really do. I want you to be alive. You know, I don't want you fucking crawling out of a fucking sarcophagus in fucking 3,000 years when some wizard casts some kind of creepy spell. You know, I want you to be alive.
All I'm saying is this. Just make the sacrifice for right now. I know it's annoying. I get it. I got a fucking athletic mask that's hard to breathe through, but I just fucking deal with it.
Yeah, that one's
It'll
a bitch
be
too.
fine.
That one is genuinely hard to breathe through.
Are you talking about the apparatuses that's supposed to simulate like altitude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
have
like
one of
it.
those too. They're
I like it
fucking
a lot.
definitely.
They're
Yeah,
tough.
they're nice. I was that's what I was on the hiking with one. It was jogging and shit, and it was pretty intense. But and dude, I look like fucking Scorpion. Like, I don't get it. Like,
Exactly.
I love it.
It looks dope.
I'm like,
cool.
I look like a fucking badass.
And if you're homophobic, it's really gay to not wear a mask.
That was the
because
biggest force
a
ever.
mask
Oh my God.
ensures that no dick will enter your mouth.
That
So
You
think
better
about
get
that.
a mask for your asshole too. Just to be safe. Just to be
So
safe.
just think about that. Yeah, why don't you? So we've got some questions here. we'll just jump right into them, I guess. So what is this? Ian Nixick? It looks like an Icelandic kind of name. He goes, "Hello, Hispanic hidden Xperia, sociopath, and last functioning brain cells of the podcast. If you had to choose one torture method to be inflicted on you for your war crimes against humanity, what would they be? No, you
I
can't
know
kill
easy.
yourself."
Oh, I know easy. Damn, really?
They know you're gonna do this.
No, that's easy. It's not even hard. Bamboo shoots growing through my body. Perfect.
Bamboo?
What is it?
Wait, what?
Bamboo shoots growing through my body. Yeah, they spire through me, so there'd be bamboo growing through me. Like, he'd tie me down, and they would have bamboo slowly grow up through my body.
I think I could handle waterboarding, and I say that because I have an intense fear of water and drowning, to the point where I would probably simply die real quick, and I would barely get tortured because I would drown. I would drown. I would drown and die, and I would probably have a heart attack also, just to keep it safe.
I wouldn't mind getting hung, either.
What are you saying?
Like from the gallows?
That's dying.
Like from the gallows? I don't care about dying.
That's not torture.
That's you die when that happens.
Oh, dude, you know what would be the worst thing ever for me? If someone tickled me. If someone just kept tickling me. That would make me lose my mind. I would turn into a feral animal, actually. That would push me to the point where I'd have to be put in a cage.
That whole
Because I
fucking
hate being tickled.
That whole like ripping your fingernails and toenails things off, like that
yeah.
that shit really fucks me up every time. Like every
Yeah,
time it's implied, anytime it's implied or like suggested or like written anywhere, and I read it, it's just like fuck me.
I've definitely ripped one of my
so-
toenails off before, and it hurt a lot, but like I could deal with it.
It's not a good feeling, man.
It hurt a lot, but like I could deal with it. I was like, this hurts. But I guess.
remember I bent
I couldn't
one of my-
imagine all of them though.
I remember I bent one of my toenails like completely in half, and I remember just like I remember hobbling over to my bed and falling asleep because I couldn't deal with it.
Damn, weak.
I had mine ripped off, and of course this happened in Florida. It was I got jumped by these 3 backwater hillbillies at a show. It
At
was,
Florida, of course.
Yeah, of course it was in Florida. It was a long story short. I broke up a fight. These 3 girls beating up one girl. I thought that's fucked up. You know, it's kind of unfair. I'm always down for fisticuffs 1-on-1. And I guess I fucked up their entertainment or something. And then so they began fighting me. and the adrenaline was already pumping, and so I got tossed on the ground, and I guess that's when it happened. My fingernail like ripped off. It wasn't until like everything got like finished, and I was really surprised how 3 people couldn't beat the shit out of me or knock me out because I was drunk and I had flip flops on, and I was really amazed. But yeah, after that kind of calmed down, all of a sudden I see blood just dripping from my finger, and I was like, "What? My fucking fingernail's gone!" And it was the weirdest feeling. And when it like stopped bleeding stuff, it's all cold and shit. It was. It was fucking disgusting.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I really hate that. I hate that so much.
I got my toenail once, and I was like, "This really hurts," and I was like, "I can definitely deal with this." And I just kept walking about like it was normal. All of them would suck, because all of them at the same time, it might get stale eventually. The pain, I don't know.
I don't know if that's really how pain works in that context.
When I broke my ribs, I didn't feel all my ribs being broken. I just felt my body being like, "Yo, we gotta fix this somehow." You stay right where you are. That's all.
Yeah, but that's like an instance of pain that is like consistent over a long period of time. It's not like you're being inflicted with new like spikes of pain every so often, you know what I mean? It's like a very different thing.
Yeah.
I feel like eventually when you just get to a certain threshold, your body will be like, we can't do this right now.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely you pass out from pain.
You probably you got to go into shock or
I feel like it just renews. I feel like it just renews the pain in like a different area. It's almost like when people like whenever like if you have like a migraine or like an intense headache and you're like, oh my god, my fucking head is exploding, and then like you get like physically hurt somewhere else. It's like suddenly like the headache doesn't really bother you that much, but now it's like all like in like wherever you got hurt because that's like the new focus.
I know if you get stabbed and like you're in a lot of pain from getting stabbed and you get stabbed somewhere else, it'll hurt and then you might just pass out. Because if you get hurt a lot, you just turn off.
That's true.
That's the idea of getting like punched a bunch. You get punched one place, you're like, that hurt. You get punched again somewhere, you're like, and then you get punched the last time and you just knock the fuck out. You're gone.
Especially since like a lot of times the best reaction is to people stop doing stuff to you once you're like lifeless, once you're limp. So that's like the best defense, to just shut down, because usually people are done doing whatever it is they're doing to you. It's kind of like, say, I always like, and this kind of lends into the whole torture thing. Like the worst thing that could happen to me is like just a really beautiful girl like just sucking my dick. So she's like doing it so bad or so good, and I'm like, and I just pass out because it's just too overwhelming for me, you know. So that's that. I guess that would be my torture as well.
Shut the fuck up.
Hate you.
Shut the fuck up.
I would prefer not to be tortured, but I would prefer to be tortured in a way that would kill me really, really quickly.
If I found you passed out, I would fucking pogo stick your knees till they turned into fucking paste.
Do you have a fucking pogo stick, you stupid fucking clown?
I'll fucking get one to pogo stick your fucking knees.
You would destroy a pogo stick. Pogo sticks are meant for children.
Not exactly.
Okay, let's move on.
There's definitely adult pogo sticks, you fucking... Like, scooters are meant for children too, you jackass. But there's scooters that adults can use also.
I've seen bears on a scooter.
What? Yeah, I have, actually. I've seen videos and shit like that, and I don't know if it's real or not.
Actually, scooters are now adult things because they have that app made for, like... Remember the bird scooters or whatever the fuck? Are they still around?
No, what the hell's that? What?
The scooters that people use?
Yeah, you don't remember the birds? Those scooters that people would like, it was like Uber, but for scooters, and people would scan them, and they would...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Those are fucking heavy duty, though. Those are like
That's
fucking...
some dumb shit. Fucking scooters.
Anyway.
They're in the street and shit like that. It's like, just get off the street, bro. You shouldn't be here.
I'll be real, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. I don't know what...
I also haven't really been outside for a long time either, truth be told.
No, but even... That's true, but even before quarantine, I remember, like, distinctly not seeing many of them. I don't know. Maybe they went extinct.
Maybe the homeless built tents out of them or something.
They built like a fucking scarab.
Can you imagine the homeless of LA have a scarab and they just fucking reveal it against the fucking American government?
I can't deal with that right now.
What the fuck, dude?
I can't deal with a homeless scarab right now. We gotta move on. Some random dude wrote in, says, Sween, Chris, and Derek, have you seen anything about the Goya controversy and how conservatives are eating beans to own the libs?
Oh my god!
So did you guys hear about this?
I saw Trump tweet out, "I love Goya products, nigga," and I was like, "What is that? I don't even know what that is."
Goya is a very Hispanic thing.
Caribbean.
They make like beans and grains and like a lot of cooking stuff, like sauces and like seasonings and all sorts of shit. And basically, like their CEO or like their president was like, "I support Trump," or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck he did. He's like,
Hey.
"Hey, wepa, hey." I don't know. He basically said like that he supports Trump, and like there was like a huge boycott going. So of course, the conservatives do the thing where they're like, they pretend like they've always cared about this, and they do
I've
the
always
self-indulgent.
loved Goya beans, particularly the chickpeas, all right? The black beans are not quite my style, but fuck you, libs. I'm going to eat these beans, and I'm going to fart up a fucking storm, and you can't do anything about it, all right? Now go fucking, you fucking Antifa pieces of shit. Fuck you guys.
Look, all I'm gonna say is like,
What's that?
don't do this fucking shit where you're just like, you remember when like straws, when they were like trying to disincentivize like plastic straws and like introducing paper straws, and like people went on Fox News and plunged a bunch of plastic straws into a steak, and we're just like, ooh, look at me, I'm owning the libs because I'm drinking a steak. You look stupid as shit. This is a real thing that happened, by the way. This is I'm not even making this up.
that.
Oh,
I
I don't doubt it.
And it's just like, stop. It's cringe. It's dumb. If you didn't support the product before, don't just do it for no fucking reason or for fucking social media brownie points. And if you genuinely have a problem with like the CEO and his fucking political stances, then just fucking stop supporting them if you feel that's right. I cannot, for the life of me, even fathom not using Goya in anything. I'm so reliant on that brand for all the food that I make and all the shit that I love. They make the best fucking manzanilla olives like in the fucking world. Like I didn't understand how people didn't like olives, because I love olives so much, and I was like, how do you not like olives, dude? And then I had normal not Goya olives, and I was like, oh, I understand.
Well, for me, they make adobo. I'm pretty sure
They make adobo,
and
and
I can't give up on adobo and sazon.
They make adobo and sazon. So like you're fucked.
can't give
Like
up on those.
if you're Hispanic, you're fucked. Like you're not gonna boycott them. I'm sorry. Like it's just not gonna happen. All your grandmothers are gonna have to relearn how they cook. It's not gonna happen. It's over.
Yeah, I don't really know like a lot of Mexican brands. I just like there's this joints that I go to,
Well,
so
the
I don't
thing
know
is
if they're using those products or
The thing
something
is that
or not.
adobo's like Goya is not really Mexican. Goya is more Caribbean.
Yeah, it's Spanish.
I
It's
see.
just
Do you think it's more of? Is it more of a like a East thing?
It's the Caribbean. It's like if you're from like Puerto Rico, Cuba, Costa Rica, fucking anywhere where
Yeah.
that water is.
Yeah, East
like
Coast
below
shit.
Florida, that is people that use like Goya and shit like that.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
it's-
that makes sense.
I
That
can't
makes
give
sense.
I can't give up that shit. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
using Goya before I could use anything
it's
else.
like a
probably
good
ever.
pizza place or like Gus's Famous Fried Chicken, where it's like, if I found out genuinely that the Gus of Gus's Famous Fried Chicken hated me personally and was using his company actively to try and take me down, I don't think I would stop.
I would
I-
because like that's
I feel
direct,
like,
but like
no,
I would-
man. Even that's what I'm saying
If it
though.
was
Even if
indirect,
it
I'd
was,
be like,
even if it was direct like that, I feel like I would be like, listen, man, I don't want you to hate me, but I love this food. I'm gonna eat here. I'll fight you, but like I'll eat here.
The reality is you can't taste hate. All right, like that.
That's
that
true.
transcends that. Like if good food is good food, and so there's a lot of things that we overlook because of that. But
Yeah.
with this whole fucking weirdo Trump thing, all that stuff that's going on, I feel like it's like a chicken and egg kind of argument, because when I looked at that tweet, I saw a lot of the same people that have his tweets on notifications shitting on Goya and saying, I'm never eating this shit again or whatever. And I'm wondering which came first. Were the conservatives being like, oh, this is the greatest shit ever? Or were liberals being like, oh, this is the worst shit ever?
I'm sure it was both. I'm sure it was instantaneous. I'm sure it was instantaneous. I'm sure the second Trump was like, I love Goya, some fucking
both sides. Were
some dude in a MAGA hat started coming in his own mouth and being like, I need adobo for my cum, ooh. And like fucking everybody who fucking hates him are just like, was immediately like, well, that's enough for me. I've never had a fucking, I don't even know what adobo is, but like
That is so
I'm
wild.
certainly never gonna have it.
Dude,
And
that's what happened with Chick-fil-A, though. You remember when
Yeah, that
the
was wild.
CEO was like, "Oh, I ain't down for gay marriage because I'm Christian, obviously. We don't have our thing open on Sundays so we can go to church." What the fuck did you expect? And then a bunch of conservatives and Christians were like, "Well, fucking, I never used to eat here because who gave a shit?" And then now it's like the greatest place on earth. Now it's just as packed as In-N-Out. It is.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck?" And
that's
I'll
another
admit-
thing. That's another thing, man. It
What's
does.
that?
It seems like it does the opposite. I feel like when you draw attention to like a fucking boycott, especially, I feel like boycotts in and of themselves are fine, but I feel like they're also kind of antiquated because
Yeah.
the concept of a boycott existed in a pre-internet era where like all stores or most stores are really, really dependent on their small communities and word of mouth.
Yeah.
But now it's like, if you're like, I'm gonna boycott Goya, that's just advertising Goya, really. And like you're just
100%.
and you're
Don't
just
like
kind
you
of and
particularly.
these companies are like shipping like across the fucking world. You know, I'm sure there are people in. I wouldn't even be surprised if there are people in fucking Japan using fucking Goya shit. That wouldn't even surprise me. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're not really doing anything. Just if you personally believe that, like, oh, I don't want my money going to this place, that's fine. I think that's a totally reasonable stance. Then just fucking don't do it. But I just don't see the point because I just don't think there's any real way to ethically consume anything. All of your computers are built by Taiwanese children in a fucking Foxconn building. All your video games are developed by people who are like really underpaid and being like fucking worked like workhorses. All your fucking, all your foods are being processed by companies that fucking get their money from God knows how many fucking children are being sold on Wayfair. I don't know, man. There's no anything that you have is in your possession because of very, very unethical means.
Yeah,
and the
all of
sooner
it.
you get to realize that, it's like, all right, well, there are things we need to do to change that. There's political action that you can take. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I'm not going to unseason my fucking chicken.
It's
Goddamn
too late.
right.
It's too late. I've already consumed so much of this medium. It's too late. Fuck it.
Yeah. It's like when I found out, it's like if you find out that, like, hot dogs are like, did you know that fucking hot dogs are fucking pig brains and fucking elephant toes? And it's like, oh, wow, it's kind of wild.
They taste really good.
They
Wow.
taste really good, and I've had millions of them at this point, so I don't know if I don't know if this really sways me. Like, I remember I had somebody being like, did you know that they put cat food in fucking hot dogs? And it's like, it's fucking good cat food, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to stop just because I know this now. All I know is, if anything, now I just have it in my head that cat food is delicious.
The thing is,
So
that
now I
for
have to
me, it's
wrestle
more-
with that.
If it's more direct, if it's like, hey, I don't know. For me, I think there's a line maybe for me eventually, but it's got to be something like wild.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I'm
Like,
sure.
Like, turns out the leader of Adobo, the person that makes Adobo, is actually the researchers of the third researchers of the Ku Klux Klan. I'd be like, whoa, that's kind of insane.
yeah, yeah. If,
Maybe
if, like,
I don't want to do this, but also,
If
what
the
am I
s-
going to season my chicken with?
if the CEO of Goya was like, Jeffrey Epstein, he's a good amigo, bien amigo, and like all this fucking, he speaks in garbage Spanish.
Yeah, like
And-
what if Goya was fucking catered on that fucking pedo island? What if
Well-
that was what they served?
Well, the great thing about that is I already have all the adobo that I could possibly need, but maybe like if I found out something like that, I'd probably be like, all right, well, maybe I'll buy less.
I'll be like,
less.
I don't know what I would do. I'd be like, man, that's really unfortunate, but like,
I hope they take that guy out, but also like maybe I'll just not buy it as often, or I'll just rely on my stockpile. I genuinely have like, I think 8. It's like an insane number, right? It's like 8 or like 7.
it's like 6 large boxes of adobo.
Yeah,
Like large like,
So
I don't know if they're
I'm-
bottles. They're bottles, I guess they're round.
Yeah,
large
yeah.
bottles of adobo.
You
So
a
we're-
fucking doomsday prepper. What is this?
no, we just
need
like
it.
we know we need adobo.
We all cook with adobo. I'm going to cook tonight and I'm going to use adobo.
It's good
I
shit.
have to.
Anyway,
What else would I use? Just fucking regular seasoning salt? Fuck you.
I mean,
fuck, I want to make chicken now. All this talk about Goya is making me want to cook shit. Oh my god! All right, let's fucking let's move on to this little pretty baby boy over here.
hey, easy Epstein.
Easy, Epstein. Groggy Dog wrote in. He says, "Hello, Chris, Derek, and Sween, the alien killing machine.
Yes, damn, Skippy.
Do you have any stories of dealing with shitty customers while working?" I don't think I have an experience of dealing with... I think all of my customer experiences are negative.
I have ample. I have ample.
You can't not work and not have shit experiences.
I worked in California. People in California are just kind of shitty to begin with. I've also worked in an upper middle class area in New York, which is full of a bunch of shitty people too. I can ton. What do you want to go first, Chris? I can go on for hours, actually.
You go on. You go on.
Pick one good one. One good juicy one.
All right. So this one time, this lady, of course, a Caucasian woman, walked into Starbucks and she was having a bad day already, and I could tell. You could smell it on somebody. You can tell by the way they're looking around, by the way they're acting, just their body language. You tell somebody's having a bad day. She walked in. And I was like, "Hello, what can I get for you?" She was like, "I want to get a medium dark roast." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. We actually cut dark roast earlier in the day because we don't sell very much of it." She was like, "A Starbucks coffee that doesn't sell a dark roast. What is this? This is fucking ridiculous. You guys are completely incompetent." And I was just looking at her and I was like, "Oh, okay. Do you want the regular medium roast? I can't make you dark roast." And she got so mad and she talked to my manager. And I went to the back and she was so angry I started laughing at her because it was so unrealistic. But I kept laughing and I couldn't stop. And they wanted me to apologize to her. So I went and I apologized, but I was laughing still. And they were like, "Kingston, you have to stop laughing." And I was like, "I can't. She's so stupid. I can't stop laughing at her. She's so dumb." And then she got even angrier. She's like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "My name is Kingston." It's like, "Well, I'm gonna report you to corporate." And I was like, "Honestly, lady, do you want me to call them for you? You're gonna sound stupid. They're not gonna do anything to me because you're just angry for no reason." And she got so mad, she fucking yelled. She started screaming in the middle of the store and walked out. And I literally had to go to the bathroom because I almost peed my pants. I couldn't stop laughing at her. It was like watching a freaking baby try to fight an adult. It was just fucking comical. It's like watching a bunch of midgets do an obstacle course. It's like, this is just fucking funny.
I apologize to any of our little
people. I'm sorry, little people. My apologies. That's very insensitive of me. Forgive me.
Yeah, that was insensitive, not the overall thing of what you just said.
No, the dwarves don't give a fuck. They're fine.
But
they're fine.
Yeah, you have
more.
more.
Can't dictate that.
You have more retail experience than I do. I just worked at Sears for about a year, and that was like pretty much. And I worked at GameStop for like a day before I got fired.
Nice.
But the only thing that I can really remember was this woman was trying to buy a cardboard display of like this. In Sears, they used to not anymore because they're bankrupt and they don't put any effort into anything that they do now. But like back in the day when I was working there in like 2012 or something, where they were still like really not doing well, they would have these like extravagant kind of like cardboard displays, and they would be like over certain shelving to just see like, oh, here's a Craftsman display or whatever. And I guess somebody who was filling in the price tags the day before me kind of had an extra one that was like 69 cents or something, and he just kind of, to get rid of it, he put it on the back of the display. And some lady was like, "Oh, this has a price. This is 69 cents. I want this." She wanted a fucking Craftsman display. And I remember she came up to me and she was like, "Excuse me, where do I go to purchase this?" And I remember being like, You can't buy that. That's a display. That's for the store, ma'am." And she was like, "But there's a price tag on it. If there's a price tag on it, that means it's for sale." And I just remember being like, "No, because the barcode on that isn't even what that is. You're probably buying like for 69 cents. It's probably like a fucking like maybe an individual drill bit. I can get you a drill bit." She was like, "No, I want the display because it's got the title on. It's got the price tag on it." It's like, ma'am, you don't want this. It's a huge, cumbersome piece of cardboard with products printed on it, and it's not for sale. You don't want it." And I remember she was like, "I want to speak to your manager." It's like, there's no manager here who will agree with you. I promise you. Don't waste your time. Buy what you came here to buy and leave. this was towards the end where I was like, I really didn't care about like whether or not I was gonna get fired or not, because I was just like, I was so done. And I just remember the manager came over, and his name was Brian. I'll never forget. He's like, "Well, what's the problem?" He's so dirty. What's the problem? And she was like, "This man won't sell me the display." And he was like, "Bitch, leave. That's a display. Get out." He was like the best manager ever. I fucking loved him. But we were all just fucking over it. Like, we were all ready for the company to just go under, so I think none of us really cared.
I know what type of person she was. She was the one, she didn't have anything specific she wanted to buy. She was always looking for the best deal. There's those shoppers that just come in the stores.
I hate people like that.
Oh, or when people like go up to the fucking register and they're like, and like it's not scanning or something, and it's like, I guess it's free. I guess it's free.
I fucking
Suck my
hate
dick.
people like that. It's like, you fucking shut the fuck up, you fucking tramp. I'll fucking stomp your. Ooh, man. Ooh.
I'll fucking scan your fucking brain with this fist.
I'll fucking scalp you and scan that, bitch. How about that? You fucking.
I did used to print fake prices though for things.
Who wouldn't do that?
Because you had the opportunity to like make your own labels and print them out. So I wrote like, I remember this one label that I printed and I put like on an empty shelf that was never stocked with anything. I said it was just my name. For sale for $7.25 because that was like my minimum wage at the time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I've done before? The most fucked up thing I've ever done. I remember this. One time I got really mad when I was at Starbucks in New York, and I was having such a bad day that I went to the back and I moved all the boxes. That if anyone touched any of the boxes, they all would fall, and I left. I literally did that. That was one of the most fucking spiteful, vindictive things I've ever done in my life. Because I'm just not a spiteful guy. Like, it's not really what I do. And like, I was like, I fucking hate this place so much. I went there and I fucking like, it took time. Like, I was getting yelled at, like, where are you, Kingston? We need the fucking milk. And I'm like, yeah, 1 second. I'll get your milk. And I'm just back there fucking just like
milk.
Just fucking creating this fucking doomsday scenario that people are gonna have to deal with. And I fucking left and I was like, all right, bye guys.
You just made like a Jenga tower Rube Goldberg machine in the fucking back just so people would have a cumbersome thing to deal with.
And someone was like, oh my god, yesterday we went to get all the fucking we went to get the sugars and all the sugars fell out of the boxes. And I'm like, wow, man, it's almost like somebody cut the bottom of those boxes so they all fall on the ground and someone let all and fucking lean the cabinet off to the side. That's fucking crazy.
Fuck.
You cut holes?
I cut holes in the boxes so when they fall, everything would spill out.
That is extra. That's like work. That's like putting together a piece of IKEA furniture. You cut a hole in the boxes?
I cut holes in almost all of the boxes.
That is
insane.
No
sugar. We had no sugars. Everything was fucked up. All the coffee was all the coffee bags were on the floor. Just so people had to go down and pick them up because I was so fucking angry.
I remember I remember one time, it was when we were still living in Glendale, and we were looking for a new place. You remember that great place that we saw, like the big place with like the staircase?
Yeah.
We were on lock for that great apartment. It had like 3 parking spaces. It was like huge. It was basically a house. It was fucking awesome. Had a back, it had like a patio. It was like, I was so excited to get in there, and it was so cheap, and I was like, I want this apartment real bad. And the people we were talking to were like, oh yeah, you know, you have priority notice. So like if anything happens with the apartment, you'll be the first to know. And you have first dibs on the signing, and like it was like great. So I went home, I gave everybody the paperwork, we signed everything, and then I called them up about where to drop the paperwork off, and they were like, oh, sorry, we sold the apartment. And I remember just being so overcome with rage and I knew how to get in the building because we had seen the apartment before, and I knew all the codes and everything. And I remember being like, so overcome with rage that I took like several small hand towels and threw them in a bag, and I was ready to walk to the apartment to flood it. And I remember this was genuinely something that I was set to do, and I walked into the elevator, I walked outside of the apartment, and I was like, wait, this is a crime. But I was fucking dead set. Like, I was so fucking furious that they would just...
You get corrupted by your anger, bro. That's crazy.
I didn't do it.
You were close. You fucking almost went to the dark side, bro.
I wasn't really close. Like, I was like 30% of the way there.
I wasn't really close. I was just about to do it, but I wasn't really close. I just left my house with intent to do it.
I wasn't
really close.
I wasn't like in the apartment, like with the faucet ready and the rag ready to clog the drain. Like, I wasn't there. Like, I just walked outside of the building, outside of our building, and was like, okay, wait a minute, I should probably calm down. I think I just calmed down on, like, the way down, but, like, I was so furious that they would just fucking lie to me like that. Because that happens so much when you're looking for apartments here, too. Like, our first foray into, like, just looking for a fucking apartment was hellish. Like, we would just talk to people, and they'd be like, yes, yes. There would be people who, like, wouldn't speak English, and they'd be like, oh, they would give me the paperwork. I would sign it. I would come back the next day, and then they would tell me, like, oh, yeah, the apartment's been sold. It was sold a week ago.
Classic.
And it's like, why would you show me the apartment today, give me paperwork, if it was fucking sold a week ago?
Classic.
There's always a reason. There's always like, oh, you get bonuses for how many people you walk through the apartment or whatever.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. And I remember I just remember dealing with so much of that, and I was just like, that was like it broke me, and I was like, no, fuck off. If I don't have this apartment, the apartment's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, I mean,
If
that's
I
retribution.
can't have it,
I'm
no
with it.
one will.
Dude, retribution's sweet. I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm with that totally.
I did calm down though, so I did not commit any crime. I didn't flood any house.
That's very nice of you, man.
Wow,
I mean,
how noble of you not committing a crime. Jeez, Chris, we should have a fucking Chris Day. Look at Chris.
Hey man,
look
at least I
that.
didn't set up some kind of grand experiment to inconvenience people who did nothing wrong to me.
Yes, the fuck they did. That's why I was so fucking mad. They wronged me sometime throughout the years, and I got back at them.
All right, whatever. Nikki Ziggy wrote in. Says, sup Keith David, and the idiot Keith David that doesn't think animals have empathy. It's always a pleasure listening to you fucks dick around for an hour or two.
Wait, time out. Who said animals? Did I say that?
No,
Yes,
that was
bitch.
me, I think. Wasn't it? Wait,
no, it was you. Yeah, I think it was you about cats, man.
Cats
Wait,
cats are barely animals. Fuck cats.
wait, who was it that said that?
I think it might have been you. I think I remember. Wait, I don't remember who it was. No, it was one of you two. I know that for sure.
I know I said kids don't have empathy.
Kids
maybe it was-
do.
I'm not. We're not rehashing the argument. I'm just trying to.
I think
say
we were
like
talking
what
about
we said.
cats specifically.
Well, cats fucking suck dick, and they'll eat you very quickly. So yeah, if you said that to me, fuck you dumb bitch.
Oh no,
Continue.
I definitely said animals don't have empathy because I was like they eat each other and they fucking do all this crazy shit and they don't cry or something.
They
I
don't
don't
cry because they don't have tears. Oh my god, let's go. That made me so mad. Let's go. Let's keep going.
know. That's not what I said, but it was something like that. I don't know. Anyway, she says, it's always a pleasure listening to you fucks dick around for an hour or two, especially while I'm working. My question for you is if you've ever had an outrageously unpleasant experience meeting someone who you looked up to or admired, whether that person be actually famous or part of the YouTube community. Stay salty. I don't know. I don't know if I've met anybody and had like a really negative experience.
I've met someone, but I didn't idolize or look up to them or anything. I'll keep their name out of it. But
Yeah.
at VidCon, we had the what do you call it, the Airbnb, and this one guy, he was the only guy that I didn't know, and I was just meeting him for the first time, and he was just so fucking unpleasant. He was just such a dick because we're all, I guess, kind of we're this part of YouTube that are all like edgy and shit, you know, we're all fucking edgy or something, and he doesn't like this, and he's all kind of righteous, and it was this bad vibes. I fucking hated this dude, and I've never experienced that before. From at any other point in my life of like meeting someone, I'm like, this person's just a colossal dick, like holy shit. But yeah, it was really weird, and there's probably people that were at VidCon would absolutely know who the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, there are people that I've met that I don't talk to anymore for sure. But like, I don't think I've never met somebody from like content creation spheres or YouTube and had like an outwardly negative experience. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
same,
it's always
me
been
either.
pretty positive. Even like when I meet people outside of VidCon, it's like the numerous occasions that I've like met Ethan or like Ian or fucking it's always been pretty positive. So I don't know if I have any really good examples. I feel like maybe, no, I'd have to like really stretch to even
Yeah,
think.
I was trying to think of something, like even some people that seem like the biggest pieces of shit, like Joey Salads. I've met Joey a few times, and he was absolutely pleasant. Like really, it's just like it's kind of weird how some people
Yeah.
kind of have this online persona where they really kind of tarnish their reputation. and behind the scenes are kind of just regular.
I will say, and this isn't necessarily that I had a negative experience with this person, but and I won't name names, but I'm sure astute listeners can probably figure out who this person is. But we had an Airbnb for VidCon, and we had a room that was taken by somebody who nobody knew in that Airbnb but me, and I vouched for the guy, and he took the room, and he was kind of a colossal asshole. He wasn't talking to anybody. I remember, like, the last day, like, he left and didn't say anything to anybody. He had people pay for his vacation. A lot of just, like, really annoying
Bro, are we
things
talking about
that-
the same person or no? Oh, wait, no, I don't think we are.
I
think we are,
don't
actually.
I don't think we are.
Is
He
that a
went to-
regular occurrence that people do shit like that?
No, it's not. That's the thing. It stood out so drastically. Like, Nerd City was talking to me about it, and he was like, yeah, like, we brought him to fucking Disneyland, and then he just ghosted us. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm sure
fuck?
any detectives can figure out who it is, but that was I never had a negative experience with him personally, but that was certainly interesting to see. But I think we should just move on before it gets fucking drama alerted.
More fucking tea.
No tea. This isn't a tea cast.
Come on, man.
right.
I want to overtake the fucking beauty community. They're all imploding. We should do like makeup and shit. What do you think?
Oh,
about
yeah,
that?
we
No, we
should.
should not. No, we should not. I respect
Shut the
myself too
fuck
much.
up. Yes, we should, man.
No,
Don't you
the
want to
fuck
be
we're
rich?
not. You guys can do it. I ain't doing it. Fuck y'all.
We should all
Why,
do
you don't-
blackface.
What are you, a homophobe?
What am I, a homophobe? Because I just don't want to do makeup.
'Cause you don't like-
Oh
'cause you
my
don't like
god.
makeup?
Oh
You
my
fucking-
god.
Yeah. Why are you so opposed to it?
Because I don't want to do makeup. I don't like makeup.
I don't
Kingston,
like makeup
Kingston,
either, but I
Kingston.
like being a millionaire.
Well, I like
Kingston, do blackface.
I was born that way.
No, but wouldn't it be amazing if you did blackface?
I don't know how I can do blackface. My face is already black.
Exactly.
Blackface is in reference to the fact that you don't have a black face, but you put a black face on.
Yeah,
No,
but
Should I put an actual black face on, like the
Yes.
color black?
Yes,
Like
yes.
my hair?
yes.
I'll do
Like
that.
shoe
Fuck
polish.
it. I'll ask Gabby to fucking make me up as a fucking actual black skinned creature.
Oh my god! I honestly, there's so much money in makeup, and it's just a bunch of fucking whale sperm that they fucking lather on their fucking faces to feel
my
like
fucking
less.
god, that was so disrespectful. But continue.
Is it? Am I fucking wrong? Maybe it's not whale sperm. Maybe it's like whale blubber or whatever the fuck. It's like whale something.
That might be right. The blubber might be right.
It's like shark eyes or fucking piranha penises or whatever the fuck they're doing. Whatever the fuck women are lathering on their faces.
And men
glowy
too.
thing.
It's not only women anymore. It's men as well.
I mean, yeah, but we don't
yeah.
need it.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
James Charles is making that shit pop, man. That's
Yeah,
all I
James
know.
James is making the money.
That
And
shit,
Also,
that
he
shit
has
is
a-
insane to me.
He has a deceptively nice ass for a man. Like I was like, what?
Okay, let's go.
I was
Let's move
like,
on.
what the fuck? I was like, why you got all that ass and fucking you would do with all that ass? Like, what's up with you? Like, you think it's funny? Just walk around with that, fucking making me confused.
All right. Well, let's.
James Charles is definitely a Decepticon, man. It's pretty.
This
pretty wild.
definitely.
God damn it!
I have a joke I want to
Sweeney's-
use so
Sweeney-
bad, but I can't.
Sweeney's Magic Weenie wrote in. And he said, hello, you three purveyors of all that is evil. I have a hypothetical question for you. Due to weird legal contrivances, you are now the unquestioned dictator of a country of your choice. What is your first act as supreme ruler? And how would you make the rest of the world your bitch? I wouldn't.
Extreme pollution of the oceans.
You would just dump everything in the oceans and kill the planet?
Yes,
I
just
would-
kill everyone. Awesome.
Fuck. Well, nah. At first, I don't know. I'd be like, hey. My first thing would be like, hey, we're gonna do democracy. We're gonna do democracy right, and we're gonna actually have people's votes mattering. We're actually gonna have like very concise education. And then I'm like, all right, guys, I'm out of here. I don't really want to be lady dictator because usually we get killed. I don't want to get killed, and I'm just gonna go off on a private jet. That's it.
I feel like the first thing I would do is I would be like, hey, every ticket you get from here on out is based on your income. So just think about that.
Every fine would be based on your income.
Every fine's based on your income. So if fucking
Reasonable.
if Jeff Bezos gets like a traffic ticket, he's paying like $40 million or something. Because that's fair, honestly. I think that's fucking fair. Like, you can't have, like, a law that, like, is, you know, malleable by money, and then it basically just means that the law only works for the poor people, or it only works against the poor people, and then fucking Justin Bieber can go around fucking drunk driving and just pay fucking, what, like, $200 and fucking get off?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. That's why, like, people that are rich they just get, you know, speeding tickets all the fucking time, and it doesn't matter.
They're above the law, literally.
I have another thing. Everybody that's below 5'3" would be shipped away to a different country.
4'3"?
5'3". They'd be exiled.
Damn, I just barely made the cutoff there.
Jesus
yeah, you did,
Christ.
bitch. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. That's why.
What about women who are just like 5'2"?
My girlfriend's not 5'3", but I'm sorry, you gotta go. We don't want that. No more of that tiny shit in the
What?
gene pool.
5'2"
right?
is such a
Holy
fucking cute
shit.
size. It's like a perfect woman size. It's so cute.
No, it's not. It's
guy's
fucking
like-
pee-wee people size.
It's not Pee Wee people size.
It is.
It's not to me anyway, because I'm
I'm a foot
Sweeney
taller
doesn't
than
want to
that.
break his back while he's trying to kiss a fucking broad. I get it.
I don't like. I don't. Why can't people just all be fucking tall?
This guy's like trying to do some fucking some Greek shit where you just cull everybody and make everyone like warriors and perfect and shit.
I'll be honest. I don't. If I was offered if Norm Macdonald as the genie from Fairly Odd Parents came up to me and was like, "Hey, you got a wish or something," I wouldn't wish to be tall. I wouldn't wish to be taller either.
Being tall is fine. Your height is always fine relative to your life. You're just fine with it. You've been that height your whole life.
No, but it's just well, you're not as tall as you are your whole life. It's just not what happens.
Yeah, but your height has been your relative. Like, you're just fine with it. You just exist in a space you exist in.
I think I've just gotten to the point where it's just like everything is bigger for me. Like, I have a bigger room. I get on a plane and I always have leg room. This is sick, honestly.
The legroom thing is fine, but that's usually the legroom thing is a problem with like 6 foot plus people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think like if you're in the 5 foot region, you ever have to like, oh, I could use more room. I think it's like, all right,
dude. Honestly, I'm 5'4", and I'm like, every time I get on a plane, it's like, even I feel like if I don't get like the even more space thing, I feel restricted. I feel like, fuck, this is like not a lot of room.
I mean, you're just fucking bougie, and you need to fly first class. Like that,
I don't
that's your
fly. I don't
problem.
fly first
no,
class.
you need
fly...
to. I'm saying you need to, because if you think that there's not like, I don't know, man. I keep to myself. I'm fine. I don't like people sitting next to me, but if fucking
next to me on his plane where they
But,
have
like,
to be.
yeah, that's gross to me. That's the reason. That would be the argument for me doing like first class or something. But as
You're
far as,
calling
like,
me
the space,
bougie, and you don't even want to sit with your common man.
Then I'm
Look,
a common man.
I
call
have
them
no
that.
problem sitting next. Like, say the last flight that I took when I was coming back from New York, I sat next to 2 women because I was in the third row. I was in the middle, and I was on the left, and there was 2 women next to me. They smelled very nice and they were very pleasant. Perfect. I think going to New York, there was a guy in sweats that had fucking bad breath sitting next to me. So that's like the thing that really, it's like that gamble. That's the only thing that annoys me. If everybody just had common courtesy, hey, brush your fucking teeth, maybe have some mouthwash, put some deodorant on, don't take your fucking shoes, your socks off or anything, and then we're good. We're fine.
What I always do,
don't like beat off and then come in my lap. Like, that's real fucked up, dude.
what I always do, I actually did this once and it worked, but like I've
You
always
came in someone's lap?
No, hold on. I've only done this once, and I've always been scared to do it again because I always thought it was like a fluke, and I feel like I'm gonna get thrown off a plane if I do this again. But like I remember, like this dude was sitting next to me on a plane. I got on the plane like first because I was like, I just want to get this fucking over with. And then he sits next to me, and he's like, I don't even know how to describe it because he's just like the most unappealing human being I've ever seen. Just like, he was hideous. He smelled terrible. His annoying voice fucking took up a lot of space. So I had the window seat, and what I did was I just started shaking, like kind of like violently, like a creepy, like a golem. And I just remember just like snorting and making a lot of like disgusting, like guttural noises, but like silent enough that he would just barely hear me, just to know something was up. But like it would seem like I was hiding it. And he got up. He got up and he never sat down again. I assume he like asked for a seating change. But
Oh no, this guy is crazy.
This one's broken. We gotta get out of here.
I need another seat. Oh.
it was really. I will say, like, I was really fucking disgusting about it. Like, I was really.
That's good. I like that.
I was really playing it up, but it worked.
I hate that shit, man.
Look, going back to the dictator shit. See, I would be what you would call a benevolent dictator because I would be very fucking strict, but it's just zero tolerance for shit like that. Like, for not what you did, Chris, because I understand it was a defense. It's for people that would cause you to do that shit. Immediately, like, if you're on the plane, you would be tossed out of the plane. If you were just, like, fucking, if you stank, if you're, like those motherfuckers that are just farting and, like, just stink, they just don't give a shit because they're like, oh, who cares? I'm just fucking playing. It's my stench. It's not so bad. It'll go away in a little bit. Like, they'd be ejected out of their seat. Immediately.
So your first order of business would be to install
really good hygiene,
escape pods or like ejection pods in planes.
Yes,
so
and then but the captain is control of it, so you don't just get like you can't just have somebody like I don't like the way that guy looks and then have you ejected. So they have to be like, all right, this guy is.
Where's the fun?
What if they put it? What if it's like a multiplayer lobby where you got to vote on who.
Veto him. Veto that motherfucker. Send him out. Yeah, shoot him.
It's not that we can't see. We can't. We can't. That's too much power. Wrong people are gonna get hurt.
But you're gonna give all the power to one guy. The one guy that's flying the plane. That's a lot of power for one dude to have.
We'll see. It's a lot. It is, but this is why we have very strict, honest people that are flying this stuff, and they're not the ones that like I crave this power because you're not going to get the fucking job. You're going to be like, this is a really cool job. I love aviation, and I understand my responsibilities. I'm going to take this, and I'll be like, we trust you. Cool.
They're gonna go. They're gonna get contaminated by that power, man. That's too much power.
Maybe
they have that power to shoot people out of planes.
They will get ejected
themselves.
If they fuck up.
So then, who's going to eject them?
Who's going to eject them? The powers that be that control the airline. Like say they'll be at a meeting and it'll be at the top of a building, and then it'll be like, I'm sorry, but you're no longer needed, and then you're ejected into the sky off the building. It's just zero tolerance. There's like there's checks and balances. It's the same thing for traffic. You don't put your fucking turn signal on when you're merging. You're fucking reported, or something's going to happen. There's probably going to be drones.
You're taken away.
You're taken away. You're taken away. Your car is carried away by these fucking drones, right? And then you're just dropped into this fucking abyss that is essentially bottomless because it's drilled so fucking far down, like you can't see.
It's essentially bottomless.
Yeah, like I want people to just realize, like, hey, if you're a good, decent human being, you're fine. You will not be fucked with. It's everybody else. Like, say, for example, there would be no problems with this no mask wearing thing. The people not wearing masks would be dealt with swiftly. They would be fucking there would be the like my version of the gulag. They would be fucking completely carried away, and everybody else lives in harmony. We beat the virus, and then we go back to society. Everyone would fucking praise me and be like, yeah, I love not living in this no nonsense fucking world where everybody's mad about stupid fucking idiots.
Okay,
this is exactly why people can't have power. Like
exactly.
You guys are worried about. So look at you guys get mad at stupid and like you guys get mad at stupid people and people that are ruining shit. But for some reason, like once they're being dealt with quickly, it's a problem now.
No, I agree with you. I just also understand
the thing is that this you have the idea of that you're gonna keep giving people power and checks and balances. That's what's happened to this world already, and it ended up fucked at the end.
I want drones, bro. But the planes. Yeah, until like I want to entrust some certain people, but like elite, outstanding, like Captain America type people, entrust them with power because they don't want it, but they understand that it's important that they need to do like a Bernie Sanders. I don't think he wants to be fucking president, right? I think he's like, I think it's necessary for me to run. Like those type of people, I would entrust the power to him, and hopefully he doesn't turn, right? But eventually, I'm hoping that we can just program like Elon Musk. I'm like, hey, we need some drones, bro. And no fuckery, don't program these drones with racism or anything. Just make them just blank. Don't give them self-awareness. Make them virtual.
Imagine a racist drone.
That'd be fucking.
That would be heinous. So genuinely scary.
It's like
that's like that. What's that movie Rubber? What's that movie Rubber with the tire that fucking goes around killing people?
Oh yeah,
I saw that movie and I had no clue what I was watching. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Of course you saw that movie. You've seen every fucking movie.
Of course I've seen that movie. I saw that movie in Teeth right back to back, actually.
Oh, nice. Did you see a hobo with a shotgun? That shit was dope.
No, was it good?
No, not really. But it was basically came out around the same time as that tire movie.
No, not really.
That
It's
movie
always like
Rubber
the
had me fucking undone. I was like, this movie's weird.
That's the worst way to describe something. Like if someone's like, "Was it good?" and you say, "No, not really." That is
No,
such
not
a
really.
sad.
I mean,
that's
okay.
so much worse than just like bad or like okay. Like nah, not really.
I'll say this: it's worth watching once just to see what it's about. But I've had no inclination to watch it again. It's just interesting. It's a hobo with a shotgun. It's exactly what the title says. It's
That's
the hobo blasting people. And I remember Rubber was another like really popular video on Netflix, another popular movie on Netflix that everyone was watching. That's the only reason I brought it up, because it just made me flash
That
back
was
to that
early
moment.
Netflix.
Yeah, that was
Well, not
like
early
well,
Netflix. It was a while ago. It was like 2008.
it was like maybe no. This was This was after 2010s. This was like maybe
Really?
2011 or 12 or something. I think so. I'm pretty sure it was around that time because
They were in like a desert area, right? Like a very like a dry.
yeah, I think
area.
you're right.
Yeah, I remember that. That movie was wild.
Let's just tie
I
it on
love.
Netflix.
Also, can I talk about how much I love seeing people get hit by tires?
Rubber.
Like straight
2011.
tires, striking people is the funniest shit ever. Because it's
You
just
gotta-
like
you
it's
gotta-
just fate. It's just fate that moment. It's just everything is right, everything's going correct, and you get hit by a fucking tire, a stray tire.
That shit's
Bro.
scary, man. I think about that a lot, honestly.
It's so
Dude,
fucking hilarious.
Somebody did a horrible job changing my rims on when I had this Chevy S10. They didn't lock it all down on one side on the right front tire, and I was dropping my friend off and I started hearing this weird ass fucking noise. I'm like, what is that? So I started driving very slow home. I only had like maybe 2 miles to go, and it happened to be almost 12 a.m. So I was lucky because my tire just flew the fuck off, and then it started rolling on the sidewalk, which it would have fucking trampled people if it was in the middle of the day. So I got lucky, bro. But it was like amazing how it hopped the fucking curb and was just rolling on the sidewalk. And if it was during the day, I would have had a lot of lawsuits. It would have been it would have been pretty fucked up. But yeah, that was I should have filmed it, but this was kind of before smartphones were a thing.
Huge Dong McWienerbaum wrote in.
Nice.
Says, how's it going, Top Cookie, Stuffing, and Bottom Cookie? Good to hear another podcast from you. My question is as stupid as my introduction. It's been a long debate between my friends, and this is written so terribly. It's been a long debate between my friends, and is love to hear what you think. I'd love to hear what you think. Jesus Christ. I'm dyslexic. I can't deal with this. Do you put your socks on... Basically, I can't fucking translate this. Basically, what he's asking is, do you put your socks on before your pants or your pants before your socks? And is it a big deal?
It isn't a big deal. It depends. I usually put my socks on before my pants. I put the first layer on before I put the next layer on.
What does that mean?
The first layer is like the layer that would touch your skin directly. So you put your underwear on, then if anything, your undershirt, and then your socks. Then you put your shirt, your pants, and your shoes on.
Yeah, I agree with that, kind of, but to me, it actually depends on the season, because if it's cold, I'm going to have my socks on anyway. So they're definitely going to go on, like they're already on, and then I put my fucking pants or shorts on or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But like if it's summer, like now that it's hot as shit, that I kind of have to think about it. I'm like, do I put my socks on first? Because it's so fucking, it doesn't matter. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't really think about it that often.
I have pants on right now, and I don't have socks. It's just entirely dependent, I think. Like this reminds me of like we talked about this on Sacred Symbols too. Like this, do you brush your teeth in the shower or something? And that was like a thing.
Not
that
typically.
people-
If I'm running late, yeah.
I do it. It's just like it's just all in one kind of thing. It gives you something to do while you're letting shampoo sit also. Because like I used to have a bad habit of like I would put shampoo in my hair and then I would immediately like fucking rinse it off. And like I realized that it just wasn't really washing my hair or doing anything. You have to let that shit sit.
A little bit. I mean, you got to let the conditioner sit way more than a shampoo.
Well, yeah, but you have to
I
actually
think
do that. You have to do that with fucking toothpaste too. But I don't know.
Well, toothpaste. I mean, like I do I think one of the reasons why I use electronic toothbrush, and I usually don't just take it. Like I'll say, if I need a rush, I have 5 minutes to do everything. So yeah, I'll take it into the shower and then just like brushing and I'm fucking scrubbing and all that stuff. And other than that, like I like to take my time when I brush my fucking teeth, especially. I haven't had my wisdom teeth pulled out, even though I was supposed to have them pulled out 4 years ago. And
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it should, it shit happens. Fucking, I really do need to get, especially one of them taken out. It's like totally fucking up the row of my teeth. But anyway, it's I have to brush very thoroughly to get it and make sure there's no food in there and all that stuff because it's just all positioned really fucking weird. So I can't. I have to take my time, and I feel like when I'm in the shower, I can't, like, I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me to just like do that as a ritual. But I don't know.
I'm in the shower for a pretty long time. I spend a lot of time thinking in the shower, so it's just like I'll just brush my teeth and I'll just like think like I wonder what the fuck I'm gonna do.
I feel you. When I used to have my own shower, I would do that as well. I would take the opportunity to sit Indian style and stretch my groin because I already put on like really hot water, and then I would like kind of stretch myself out right there because, dude, most people, if you don't stretch normally or do like gymnastics or something, you're so fucking like shit. You're not limber.
Yeah.
And that was like just one of the best opportunities for me to like fucking just limber out and then stretch. And that was the only time I would spend extra time in the shower.
Yeah. Kingston, what the fuck are you doing?
What the hell? Is he sleeping?
No, I'm just waiting here for you guys to be done talking.
Why are you fucking snoring?
No, I'm just breathing.
That's not breathing, dude. You're sick.
No, I'm just waiting for you guys to be done.
That's not what a normal breathing sounds like.
I was breathing through my nose a little heavy. My bad.
Like, I was like, what the hell? I legitimately thought you fell asleep. I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm just waiting.
The
I'm just here patiently waiting.
I mean, you can chime in any time, asshole.
Nah, you let you guys talk. You guys have a lot of riveting points. Nah, I just don't care about what you guys are saying, so I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I bet you're on your fucking phone like a piece of shit. That's probably what's happening.
I'm not on my
watching-
phone. I'm
watching
looking at my.
TikToks.
I'm watching my reflection, looking at how fucking weak I've become.
that is valid. You have grown rather feeble.
Flabby. I was strong. I was a powerful vessel once upon a time. I was meant for great things.
Nothing
Destruction of
lasts
the
forever.
world.
Well, hey, it's time to reverse that shit, bitch. You got the
I
gym.
know.
Time to reverse
gotta
it.
go.
No more. Can you stop? Like, can you do grilled chicken instead of fried? Can you do that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna cook my meals now. I'm just gonna prep my own meals at home.
There you go. I got to do that too. But I don't know. I hate where I live right now, man. I
just hate where I live.
I hate it with all my heart, and it just like everything that I used to do as a routine is just totally stopped because you don't feel like normal and comfortable in your environment.
True.
Yeah, I'm still adjusting to the apartment.
Yeah, the apartment's still very strange for all of us. It's super weird.
Looks nice though, man. Looks good.
It's a nice place. It's also weird that we don't have a living room. I guess it's kind of.
Oh, there's no living room.
Well, we do, but like we have a roommate in here temporarily because he's moving in a couple months, and we were like, you can stay with us while we,
Wait, you adopted him from like the street or something?
No, he lived with us before, but we like downsized. So, because he was moving, so we were just like,
okay,
yeah,
I totally understand. I was like, wait, you just say, hey, just come here for a while.
Okay, you guys probably don't want to hear about all of our escapades about our living situation, all that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
they do.
so Chris is going to start his closing of the podcast.
yes, we're out of here.
If we don't have 20 Keith Davids, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Honestly.
Yeah. If you like what you heard today, please consider supporting us over at patreon.com/thesnarktank. $1 a month gets you early access. $5 gets you a question read on the show. $10 gets you access to our Discord server. And $15 gets you a producer credit and your name dyslexically read at the end of the show, which I will now do. I got to pull the Patreon up real quick because it won't. Patreon's a weird fucking website, honestly.
Yeah, it's very badly laid out.
It's very badly laid out. I appreciate it, like, a lot, but also, like, Jesus. They gotta...
Yeah, there's just a few quality of life things they need to fix,
Yeah, I wish it wasn't so fucking slow. Oh my god, I forgot to fucking up the price on this. Alright, well. Here we go!
Ghislaine Maxwell reportedly moved from cell to cell to avoid assassinations, says New York Post.
The fact that that's even... Oh my god.
The fact that that's even a conscious
The fact
thought.
that that's even a conscious decision that's being made is insane.
The fact that that's a thought that's inside of the world right now is insane.
Fucking hell. Okay,
They're trying to get her already.
Yeah, honestly, that's fucking wild. They just admitted it, basically. All right, Double O Dolphin, 1 meter long fetus, a level 1 cleric, a Mike Tyson cunt punch.
Damn.
A very normal and non-offensive name. Aaron Alvarez. Abby beat my brain cells into a bowl of baby batter for a big bicep protein.
God damn.
Alex
good, Abby.
Morrison. Arbiter's mandibles joyfully juicing Johnson's Jumbo Johnson. A-Rod the Goon King. Autisticus Retardicus. Beelzebub the Gimp. Ben Douglas. Oh, nice one. Nice try there, my friend. Big Nick Digger. You tried. You tried. But my dyslexia is unshakable. Big Dude 0444. Bill Clit Tickler Clinton.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's very hot.
Bill Cosby spiking the prison punch. Black Nipple Gang. I appreciate Black Nipple Gang, by the way, for like just being consistently Black Nipple Gang.
Right.
Just like, nah, man, that's me. I'm proud of me.
I love my nipples.
Blind Prosopagnosiac? Fuck that. I don't even know what that is. Cake and Foxy PH, Carson Jones, Cataclysmic Cunt, Chief Keith David. We're approaching. Chris, I don't give a fuck how much you charge. I'm getting my name read on this bitch. Chris, stop raising tier price. You nightmare before Christmas reject. We just want to make you laugh. You're hurting me. Actively. Comrade Casper, just kidding, Keith David. Count Cocula, Danglius Blamplius, Dankhouse, David Connolly, a deflated left ass cheek. Oh man, Deeth Cavid, COVID, Decado, Der Uber Untermensch, whatever the fuck, Dodadod, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dingadome, Dragazorath, Dummy Thick Keith David.
Oh my god.
Dunderhead. Oh my fucking god. Patreon is so fucking slow. Jesus Christ. Dyslexia, and Chris, you fuck. Effrey Jeffstein, witness projection extraordinaire.
Oh my lord.
Emperor Palpatine, every time you paint a room with Keith David's blood, it gets bigger.
Nice.
What? That's scary. Fjalar Tandri Gutormshin, Fuhei, fuck you, Chris, my name is Keith David, and I'll have my goddamn name read in the credits. Well, it's not for long.
There you go.
Girthworm Jim, Green Barista.
Oof.
Grudge, the ground level deviant. Gucci Gang, my Gooch's gangrene. Heiko, Heartless Wretch, Harvey Lee Boswald. Hi. Higgler Nittler, the Sister Fister.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, that's pretty good. Hispanic Wizard, Huge Dong McWienerbaum. Hugger Derek. I'm not reading that. You're just a fucking asshole.
What?
It's literally just a bunch of, like, unpronounceable consonants. Smuff was... Fuck you, dude. Smuff was black, and if Smuff was black, he'd be Tom Sweeney. I would fuck any girl alien from Mass Effect.
Nice.
I just can't read these, man.
Yeah, you're
Jason,
really struggling today.
It's because I'm clicking on each of them, and they're lagging in as I'm trying to read them. Joe Biden's hairy legs, Jason Tentacles, John Barlick, Joe Jolie, Jolly Old Dipshit, John Whiteboy Extraordinaire, Juan Cales, Julius Caesar has jungle fever, Kiefer David, Keith Absage David, here we go, Keith Davies Yummy Cummies, aka Yummy Cummies. We don't need your ex name. I understand. Based on Yummy and Cummies, like, I get it. I understand who you are. Okay, now it begins. Keith David, 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 Keith David ascended.
That was
Keith David, Breaker of Worlds. Keith David is overrated. Keith David, yeah, right. Keith, my Davids, when he Keetherized my Davids through the power of Keetherization. I really hate these names. I'm growing to actually have disdain for you. Keith David kick flipping on your dad's ball sack.
Nice.
Keith David murders my manhole. What? Did you say what like Keith David?
What'd you say?
What?
What was that?
Keith David on ice. Keith David, please tickle my ass hairs. Keith
Tickle my
David, the
ass
virginity
hairs.
thief. Keith David versus Keith Cavid. I'm cutting a lot of these short because you guys are just fucking overindulgent. Keith David's dank, delectable, draconian dick.
Nice.
Keith David's eccentric Krispy Kreme donut. Keith David's rejected clone. Keith David's catastrophically colossal cock, of course.
Nice.
So hot.
You're too close to the mic. It's just obnoxious. That was bad.
Nice.
That was really bad.
Nice.
Keith David's favorite. Keith David's latest fan. Keitherian David.
Keitherian David. Nice.
King of Haphazard, but twice because Patreon glitched last week. Kung Fu Fetus, LaMuffler. Oh my god. I'm getting so tired. Fuck you. I'm not doing the rest of these. I'll see you later.
You fucking cheap piece
No,
of
Are you
shit.
really gonna cut it?
Dude, it's 3 more pages of this.
All right. Well, guys, we love you
It's,
guys. We love you. We
let me
appreciate
see
it.
hold on. You know what? Well, fuck it. Whatever. LaMuffler, Luno,
Okay, guys,
Lipton's
how about
famous
this? Okay.
teabag, Madeline! God fucking damn, I'm getting so mad. Madeline. Marcus
This is
Shorten,
ridiculous.
Matthew Bush, Melphis One, Merrick Freeshot, Miley Cyrus's mildly pious defiled hymen. Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Mitchell Blackwood, Moto Zealot, Negroid, Our Lord Keith David, PB Extendeth, Queef David, Richter 86, Robin Williams's what? Probably something fucking bullshit. Suicide Prevention Hotline. God damn.
So
Ruth Bader
fucked.
Ginsburg, Moist Clam Sauce, Ryan Klingler. Savannah is currently recovering from her surgery. Thank you to everyone who donated. That's awesome.
That's so awesome.
That's so sick.
Oh, sick
That
with
was-
it.
Yeah, that was good. I'm glad that happened at least. At least that positive
good.
thing
That's good
fucking
out of
fell
this.
out of this. Seriously, it's pronounced Mugen. Sherlock 93, Simp Biscuit, Snorting Sweeney Cum.
Ew.
Straight-
Oh, that's hot.
That's fucking gross.
This is what you inspire. Straight Bender Keith David.
Nice.
Sunny Chance, Stitstrip Kema, Testiculus Maximus. Texas Tater Salad, that loser, that Nick Walker, that Black That Smiles Black, Keith David.
Nice.
I can't read. The Cosmic Hippie, the ghost that lived in the apartment above Chris and Sweeney, the Gray Gamers, the Snark Pank Sodcast. You're such an asshole.
Nice.
These people are just bullying my dyslexia, honestly, at this point. The Invisible Skeptic, Thelma Nation Forever, The Spectre Angel, Toby Shootman, Tootsie, Vosti. Well, Mrs. Lincoln, other than that, how did you enjoy the play? Wormulon,
Nice.
Keeper of the Elder Cream. And last page, Zesty Donger, Z-Theory, and Zizzy, Zazzy, Zuzi, Zuardo, Zap, Zukuki. Zuchuki, or whatever the fuck.
You kill that one all the time, man.
I like that one.
Nice
That's
one.
why I get excited to read it every time. Thanks to everybody who
Holy
supported
fucking
us.
shit.
I'm going up to fucking $25. So this is insane. It's just too much.
We're doing
The
it
names-
today. It's we love you guys, but come on, you're killing him. He's already
like,
he's already so little of him that exists.
I got that was genuine anger, by the way. Like that was like, I'm sorry, but like, holy fuck, it's so much. They're so long. Keep your names concise, clever, and concise. Brevity is the soul of wit. And quite frankly, I'm cutting them off anyway. A lot of these are just long, and they're just ridiculous. But we appreciate you, even if you have no appreciation for me or my mental health, as evidenced by this. We'll see you guys next week for another Snark Tank podcast, hopefully with a shorter end segment. I'll catch you guys on the flip
What if
side.
it triples?
If it triples,
Like, what if it triples?
If we push this to $25 and it still triples, I won't show up. I'm not showing up. I'll be dead in my room, and you'll find me with flies like dancing on my eyelids. There'll be maggots crawling out of my fucking molars. It'll be a bad sight. So,
Get a load of this guy.
Look, we'll figure something out.
All right, bye guys, bye.
Malboja, you've.
Malbosha, you dirty nigga.
That's not hot. That's not hot.